Hey, watch this.
Buzz, buzz, babies. It's Blake's Buzz Live. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, buzz, it's Blake's Buzz Live. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, buzz, it's Blake's Buzz Live. More, hate less, read comics. It's Blake's Buzz Live.
Buzz, buzz, babies.
Hey, buzz, babies! Happy new comic book day! Happy Wednesday! I missed all of you. Oh my goodness, I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. I feel like a stranger. I have no idea what's going on. I just miss it. It's weird when you do something all the time and you don't do it for a couple weeks, right? And then right? And then you have like a rough intro, and then you just don't, and you're just all discombobulated. But I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad. I don't know if anybody noticed, we're streaming a lot of new places tonight, because this is the first Blake's Buzz episode on the EXP streaming network. I'm super stoked to be here and be a part of it. I've worked with producer Kyle for a while, and done some things with him, with some other people in some other places, and I'm stoked to be a part of it. I hope everybody had a wonderful day, wonderful week. I hope you went out and snagged some cool comic books. If you didn't, I'm sure you can watch this channel and spend some money buying some, because these are some wonderful live sellers here on the EXP. I mean, I'm telling you guys tell me, like, watching my show and it costs you money back in Kickstarter campaigns, right? Try watching these stuff. You see keys, original art, epic slabs, just like all for, you get some killer crazy prices. We got some. Before we bring out our awesome guests tonight, we got some people in the chat. Let's see what's going. Free surf picks is ready. I'm ready for some free surf picks, right? Let's go. We got Kenneth Bird. What's up, Kenneth? How are you? Always stoked to see you. Part-time comics, John Westoff, that Glizzy Goblin Live. You know. Oh, what's up, Tommy? Thank you so much. I believe this guy right here has launched his own channel as well. I think he's trying to, or he's about to, or something, but you should hit this guy up. He's gonna be dropping some sweet content too. You know what? Let's just who's this? Oh, what's up, Tyler? Tyler staying up late to say hi. We appreciate you. Guys need to check out Wave Blue World, because they make some crazy awesome comics. Let me tell you about that. All right. Chat, thank you so much. That's awesome. People tuning in. What's up? All right, we have some cool people to bring out. First of all, I'm gonna bring out. I've got to work with this guy. I've got to travel with this guy. He taught me how to do crazy video stuff and aim cameras with knobs and buttons. I crawled on the floor for him, taping wire. It was a totally normal thing. He's a cool guy. You guys probably know him because just pushes all the buttons and the ones and twos and connects everything on this wonderful network. Let's get him out, Mr. Kyle Northrup! Oh my gosh!
My official name is producer Kyle. We don't use my last name on the internet, man. We don't use my last name on the internet, man. That's how you get stalkers.
Oh well,
that's how the bill collectors find you.
Oh yeah, that's true. Or just don't file taxes.
No. Man, it's good to be here. Like, the last time I was on Blake's Buzz, like, it was like trying to explain to you what the Russian circus is, like the Moscow circus, and like what to expect at Comics Pro.
Yes.
And then, like, that's impossible to do, right?
No, there was like everything everybody told me, and then more, right? You don't expect the wild amazingness of it. Like, it was
right. You can't
cool,
tell somebody you're going to be able to sniff Jim Lee on the internet and expect them to understand.
Exactly.
You know, like, it's hard.
Sniff Jim. I did not sniff Jim Lee. I did not sniff the president of DC Comics.
But you could have.
I could have. I was very close to him.
Restraint is the better part of valor, my friend. But like,
yes,
you could have.
Yeah, you could have
wanted to.
If I thought about it. Man, yeah, what a wild, amazing time. And let's go ahead and bring out the next guest, because I got to meet this wonderful person at Comics Pro, have wonderful adventures. We had amazing sandwiches at Brainy's Togos to go. I still don't know how to say it, but the best roasted peppers I've ever had in my life. And all we want him to do is ship us sandwiches, and he won't ship us sandwiches. I know you may think I'm bringing out Brainy, but I'm not. I'm bringing out everybody's favorite retailer on EXP, Miss Jen King. Whoa!
Hi, everybody. We are not lying about the wonderfulness of Togos. If you want to go and visit really,
Togos.
really good sandwiches.
Yeah.
We ate some good
At
stuff.
Togo's Chatsworth.
That's right.
It was what was that? It was a drive too. It was like a 45 minute
It's because
minute
people in
drive
California
in the
don't know how to
rain.
drive in the rain.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been a 20-minute drive if it hadn't been raining. Just saying.
Blake, do you know the story about the year before at Comics Pro when the only flight I could get out of Dallas before it completely shut down the airport was all the way to Bakersfield? And Brainy drove to Bakersfield to pick me up. That's how you know who your ride or die is.
Wow.
So 40 minutes for a sandwich, nothing.
nothing. No, it was worth it. I thought it was a pleasant drive with pleasant people having pleasant chats. A night before the crazy clusterness of it all, right? Ending with some good sandwiches and a good night's sleep and a big hotel room I had to myself. It was amazing. It was awesome experience. Speaking of awesome experiences, check out this segue. We got one more guest, and I love him. I love this man. I love him. He is just an absolutely rock star illustrator and storyteller. A while back, he did the Not Forgotten anthology. He draws amazing Ninja Turtles. If IDW would just let him draw some Ninja Turtles, I think it would be really, really cool. But he's not here to talk about Ninja Turtles, and he's not here to talk about an anthology. He's here to talk about a gorgeous new indie comic that you can only get at his eShop, and we're here to talk about tonight. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for Matt Mother Buzzin' Harding? Whoa, baby! Yeah!
How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
I'm good.
How
I
you
am good.
been?
And you guys have already touched upon some very personal topics.
Do tell.
Togo sandwiches.
Oh,
It was my very first job out of high school, and I was a manager.
wow.
Now, let me ask you, how long have you been going to Togo sandwiches for?
I've only been the one time.
One time.
They used to have a sandwich called the Sicilian. Have you ever heard, pray tell, have you heard of the Sicilian sandwich?
Tell us more.
Pretty sure it's what I ate.
I mean, it was Sicilian. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But they got rid of it, discontinued. And that's the
Okay,
day I
so
quit.
If you know the owner of the Togos, will they make it for you anyway? Is it like a
I
secret?
mean, I think I could
item?
probably make it. It was like regular, like kind of like ragu tomato sauce, but like mixed with some like creamy stuff and then some chicken,
Oh, not
Yeah.
what I was expecting.
That sounds pleasant. I had the cheese stick.
It's good.
I had a cheese stick.
Oh yeah. The pastrami is really good.
I
Man,
still
it's been
regret
a
not getting the
long time.
meatball.
Yeah.
And I've
Oh,
been
yeah, the
campaigning
meatball.
for Brainy to mail me a meatball sub since Comics Pro.
The meatball is the way to go.
We don't have Togo where I'm at. Like, in this part of the world, they don't exist. So, like, it's one of those, hey, man, I need you to mail it to me. He's like, okay, I can put it on dry ice. I can put the ingredients on dry ice. No, I need it cooked. I'm not going to do that work. Like, it'll just go bad.
I was there for about 2 years. I was at the Togo sandwiches, and look at me now.
From sandwiches to rising comic book indie star. And what exactly do you do? You work at Oni. What do you do at
I
Oni?
do, yeah. I do production. I work in the design and production. I mainly do like production and pre-press stuff. So like I touch up art and put it all together, make sure there's no, mistakes anywhere, and get it all ready for the printer is basically what I do. I'm the workforce,
Nice.
The
Yeah.
hardcore workforce.
Yeah. You're staying up late. if someone is late with a deadline.
What's the craziest thing that you found that was a mistake you had to fix?
Geez, that's a good question. Okay, I'll tell you what it is, but I won't tell you what or who it was that did it, because that would get me in trouble. But I'll tell you that there is a creator who was turning their pages in because they were scanning the pages, but their scanner wasn't big enough, right? So they turned the pages in with the top part, and then the bottom part is like a different file. So we had to like stitch them together, which is pretty crazy. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a mistake, but it is definitely a lot more work than we're used to, I guess. But yeah, that's probably the most work I've had to do on a page is that kind of stuff.
Dude.
We don't want
How many people spell Torma's name wrong?
Torma? I mean, nobody.
How many people
he's
spell
like a
Torma's
celebrity.
name wrong?
It'd be like spelling, Jesus wrong or something. Like he's famous.
He is famous at Comics Pro. It was nuts, and so Matt had introduced me to Torma online, and we had swapped cell phone numbers before, and I didn't know everybody knew the guy already, right? But yeah, I walked in the first night at the hotel, and he was in the lobby talking to people, and he was like Blake, and I was like Torma, and we did the hug five thing, and there were a bunch of people around. I was like, yeah, that's right, I'm cool. I was like, I know people. Yeah, he's a super cool dude. He wore a cape one night at a party. I was like, oh yeah, that's loud. That's epic. Yeah.
That's Torma.
Little does Blake know that we have permanent graphics on the EXP with Torma's cell phone number.
Oh, really? That's fun.
Yes. He gives away his cell phone number so frequently to save him from having to say it. I just made graphics.
Nice.
By the way, your guys' intro is freaking hard. I liked it. It was epic.
It is cool.
I got to redo it because we got to add this Joker to it.
I feel like mine needs an upgrade. The music and stuff is still good, but the graphics are when Blake first learned to use Canva. I feel like I can make that. I feel like I can make that a little better.
Kyle's really good at picking music for when shows change their music style.
Oh, really?
The first time you hear it, you're like, "Well, that makes total sense."
Yeah, that stuff's hard. I've made a couple comic trailers for people, which I'm not great at. But I would picking music and going through. I pay for Envato now, which helps. Because it's I have access to a whole bunch of music tracks and all sorts of fun stuff, which is cool. Guys, we got a big surprise. I didn't tell anybody about this. We have another guest. We have another guest. You cannot have a hot dog party, and that's what this is, right? This is Blake's Buzz, but it's also a hot dog party. You can't have a hot dog party without some freaking hot dogs, all right? And so I thought it was very important to have some hot dogs. We're on a new stream, on a new place. There's new people.
I got a loaf of bread. Does that count?
It does if you put a hot dog in the middle of
it. Mountain Dew. What flavor is that?
This.
That's the new dirty.
Okay. This is the dirty Mountain Dew.
Oh, now, cream soda. What not? Wow.
Okay, so I saw an ad for this, right? Cream soda is one of my favorite things in the world. It's dirty Mountain Dew. I don't really drink Mountain Dew, but I'm like, you know what? I want to try this. So I go to the grocery store, and they didn't have an option just to get a single one. I had to get that big, 2-foot long case of just dirty Dews that I'm just stuck with now. I mean, it's not great. I mean, it does the trick, I guess. It's okay.
I got tricked into buying because it was buy 3 get 3 free, so you had to pick some random flavors. I got the ice cream soda, root beer, A&W. It's not great.
Not great, really?
No.
Oh, A&W cream soda is the best cream soda.
Cream soda, yes, but this is ice cream soda, which is
well, okay.
This is dirty
it's
Mountain
the best
Dew.
Cream soda. That's the best cream soda that people can get. I have to, if you could do like I do and drive to Michigan, Faygo cream soda is the best cream soda.
Oh man.
But
Like
you know, you got to fight the
Clown
juggalos.
Posse Fago? Like,
Yes,
The
you got to
first
fight
time-
the juggalos to get it.
I know this is a PG-13 show, and this is okay. This is a PG-13 story.
Yes.
The first time I saw boobs in real life, I was not even in high school yet, and I was in line in an ICP to get autographs from ICP. When the Jekyll Brothers had come out, they were doing these, like, back when there were stores that just sold music a long time ago, and it was Music City or something. Anyways, I'm in line. There's like where all these people are crammed together. All these people, I'm soaked in Fago. All these people are spraying Fago all over everything. And some of these people started getting mad. They were like, "You spray Fago on me?" And I was like, "Well," it was like, we're kids, right? I'm like there with like my cousins and some school friends, like. And so, anyways, like there were some women, and like they started, like, the dude showed up, and they were like flashing people, and then like some people started flashing, then more people started flashing, and like we were all just like, "What is happening?" So yeah, I was soaked in Fago, exposed to the darker corners of society, and then I stupidly had Jay and Violent J and Shaggy sign my freaking cargo shorts. I don't know why I didn't. And then like I put like nail polish over it so that like I could wash them and wear them, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool. And like that faded. It faded so bad. By the way, we got a nice comment about Kyle in the chat. Hydrosylum Comics says Kyle doesn't take anything lightly. He puts tons of effort into what he does.
Thanks, Jay.
I appreciate that.
That's Jay.
Appreciate it.
That's Jay. He's the best.
Well, I got enough dirty Mountain Dew to start a pyramid scheme if anybody's interested.
We bought a zero so we have a 12-pack of it. I haven't tried one yet though.
Blake, just so you know, I'm going to text Violent J that story.
Oh no, you are not.
No.
Yes,
I mean,
okay.
Jamie and Paul from Twisted would also appreciate that story.
Yes, they would.
But I could text Jay right now, and he will have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, which would be
That's
hysterical.
amazing. Like, dude, this weird guy eating hot dogs on a live stream just told a story about you when he was a kid.
Let's get him on the show right now.
Yeah, can we get him on the show?
Blake, is the hot dog hat, is that like a normal thing?
No, it's AI.
I didn't know if it was a normal co-host, the hot dog.
Oh no, it's some MLB hat. I got it because I was supposed to wear it in Chicago, and it was going to be a thing, and it was going to be like, find the guy in the hot dog hat and get a Comics the magazine. But instead, I wore it. I went to Planet Comic-Con, and so many, like, not so many people, but for like a not super popular person, like more people than I thought were like, Blake, I saw the hot dog hat from over there. I was like, are you for real? This is crazy. So anyway, yeah, that's why I'm eating hot dogs on it. Branding is important. So is protein.
It's true.
There's an air fried
We
dog,
had this-
by the way.
We had this
Air fry.
conversation on the show before this on the EXP about which gas station hot dog is the best.
Uh-oh.
And apparently, according to national surveys, it's 7-Eleven. But like 7-Eleven
Is
is
that a
closing
gas
like 750 stores. So it can't be true.
I mean, I know that they have 7-Elevens with gas pumps, but I don't know if I necessarily consider 7-Eleven a gas station.
Oh,
You
I
know?
would. I would.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have one down the street. So like ours in Kansas City are definitely gas stations. Although there are some, Matt, no. Okay. I get you now, because there are a couple that the gas pumps are branded differently than the 7-Eleven. So like the 7-Eleven is a convenience store and the gas is owned by another company, but you can still pay for the gas inside the 7-Eleven. It's very strange.
7-Eleven owns a company called Speedway. The convenience stores of Speedway. Anyway, and so then the Speedway handles the fueling. 7-Eleven handles the merchandising, which is why you can buy Funko Pops at Speedway gas stations now. But the other thing about it is that like they also handle the food. So you go to a Speedway, you're still getting a 7-Eleven glizzy.
Oh.
I like them. We call them,
hot
I don't know
damn.
if they're universally titled, but they're the quarter pound big bite. So it's a good dog. So it's a pretty good dog. And then I really like the sloppy, the machine cheese that like it spits out the hot cheese. I don't know where the cheese comes from. I don't care. I don't think about it too long. And it's just like a little bit of cheese on the dog. I like to put the cheese on the bun first and then the dog over it so that if you eat it in the car, you don't get cheese all over your beard. Life hack. There you go. You learn something. Watching all you new EXP folks tuning in, you learn something every now and then watching Blake's Buzz. But they also, and this isn't a hot dog, but they had cheeseburger, or like what they call them, like cheeseburger bites or something. But it looked like a turd. It did. It looked like a grayish turd, but it was a hamburger meat log with cheese in it, and you put it on a bun, and it was, and then so it was. But I remember one time I was in line at 7-Eleven. I had 2 big bites, and I'm like, I also used to smoke cigarettes, right? So I'm like about to get cigarettes, and I don't smoke anymore. No one should smoke. It's gross. But like I'm about to get like 2 big bites and a Coke and stuff, and this dude behind me, and I hear him, and he's like, "You're gonna eat that?" And I turned around, and like he had like no teeth, like a greasy, dirty clothes, holes in the clothes, dirty, like a dirty old man, not in personality, but like physically like soiled older man. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, I am. I was like, what? I was like, please, and it was just, I was like, wow, and that was even before the lies about this. Each one takes like 7 minutes off your life or something, right? Like a hot dog and a cigarette do the same damage. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I don't know. I went to a gas station this morning and got a breakfast flatbread pizza. So like, you just get a shop at a higher class 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I haven't been, and I haven't been in a while. We got some the chat.
Well, I have one. I have one to throw at you real quick though. If we're talking gas stations, but if we're talking classification, there has to be gas pumps there. Then clearly, Costco's the best, right? Costco always got gas pumps, and they always have hot dogs. $1.50 for a soda. You don't like the Costco hot dog?
No, but
you know what these are, Matt?
Sam's Club exists, and they're the same basically.
I will disagree with you there, Kyle, because this right here is a Costco hot dog. Regular size,
sure, but
not the big one that they serve. This is a regular hot dog.
But here's what I'm saying: at $1.50, they're the same hot dog. I don't, at that price, I don't really care what it's made of, what it tastes like. If I'm eating $1.50 hot dog, it's because I've spent all my money shopping at a big box store and like my cart's full of cases of Monster, or I maybe need it to replace a medication anyway. The real thing is which gas station has the best chocolate chip cookies, then it's Costco.
They do have good, and they're huge. They're like hockey puck size.
I mean, I get, you know what though, it's really not fair to classify Costco as a gas station because you could say they have the best everything. TVs.
Which gas station has the best 100-inch plasma TV?
Right. At which gas station can you go and buy literally everything you need to throw a Comic-Con?
Yeah. Camping tents.
Hey, I'm glad it's there. I'm glad we have it. But we have someone's. Well, first of all, there's a Sprecher cream soda, which I love. I love a good cream soda. I'm diabetic though, so I gotta pick and choose when I cheat. So like usually I'll cheat on a root beer, but I honestly, if I'm cheating, I'm going chocolate milk. I'm going full fat chocolate milk. I'm getting that. Oh God, that stuff will kill me one day.
Well, yeah.
If I'm cheating, I'm going full sugar juice. Like if you had to drink diet juice your whole life, like artificially flavored apple juice, you're like, I want the real stuff. Like it just tastes different.
It is crazy. Mm-hmm. We got also we got a new hot dog. A Quick Trip. What's weird? We have Quick Trips in Kansas City, but it's spelled with a Q. And our Quick Trip, the QT, call them QTs. their hot dogs have gone way downhill. It was kind of a bummer. It's always a bummer when you can when you know where there's like safe, secure, stable dogs, and then they just change it one day. It's just like
it works. It rocks the foundations. You know what I mean?
It does. It's just like what are they going to take from us next?
Everything you believed in.
Tommy says it's certified as cheese food because it isn't actually cheese. Oh, we're back. This was the weird stuff that comes out of the nacho machine. Okay, maybe I don't want to know about that. All right. Oh, hey, yeah, books, huh? What are any of you guys read Akemi, Chingona, or ZMD? I've been on an indie comics hunt, and these caught my eye. I have not. Has
ZMD?
Has anyone heard of these?
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. Kimmy sounded like a cool. I've been on a big manga kick lately. Japanese name meaning bright. But yeah, I will definitely check the. Always good to get recommendation.
Okay, I've heard of ZMD, but I've not read it.
Yeah,
because ZMD came out from Red 5. But okay. I mean that 2010, 20. It's Kevin Grievous who's been around, and Geraldo Borges, who've been around forever, but that's like July 2008 and 2010 or so. And Red
these are some books. Deep stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be real honest. 2008 to 2010 or so, like if I had money to spend, because that was college, and I was buying comics, I was buying the most vanilla ice cream comics you can buy: Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. I wasn't really buying fun things because I didn't have the money.
Those can be fun though. It's vanilla comics are good too. You gotta start somewhere. And if that's what you like, that's what you like. That's what you like, Let's see. We're sending SF 400 out to 7-Eleven. I love it. Yeah, 7-Eleven. I'm sure the EXP would love to be interested in talking any kind of paid advertisement situations. We'd love to. I'll eat your hot dogs online for free if it helps the channel out. Whatever we got to do.
See, you got to watch when you say stuff like that, man. That's how we get put on lists.
Like bad lists or hot dog lists or
lists.
Just lists. I've heard Sheets is a cool place. Like good coffee and all sorts of cool stuff.
So Blake out here using my government name to start the show, and Tommy's out here blowing up my spot. So Sheets, the Sheets Freak, is 2,500 yearly rewards points, right? You get a prize at the end of the year. Last year it was a fanny pack cooler with 2 independent drink holders. This is how many points I have so far this year. Like almost 3 times the amount that you're supposed to get. So don't blow up my spot, Tommy.
We got Sheets drama popping up.
Sheets drama.
Wawa has the best coffee. Sheets has the better food. I don't drink coffee anymore. I used to be really anal about it, and I bought a fancy espresso. I still have it. It's out in the garage, like a espresso machine, a grinder. I got it like when Craigslist used to be useful, and like you could meet people and buy coffee machines and do all sorts of cool shit on Craigslist. Anyway, I had a weird growth.
Tommy, were you on the bus, the bus tour, the shop tour in Pittsburgh when I hijacked the tour bus and took it to Sheets at Comics Pro?
I was about to ask if that was a Comics Pro thing.
Damn, Comics Pro is fun,
dude. It's amazing, and that's my one regret. My kind of like it was the last day they did like a comic shop tour, and like they got on, and I guess they do this at everyone, but they get on a bus and you go to a couple shops, and I ended up I was like I was gonna go, and then I was like I didn't want to spend I knew I was gonna spend money to like support. I tried to buy something at the shops we did go to, and I got like we got some real cool shirts at what was the cool shop we went to? I can't think of it right now.
Oh, Planet of.
Yeah. Revenge of. Yeah. That was a crazy shop.
No, but like don't sell yourself out. We were still tearing down when the bus left. Like
that's true.
We were still packing up.
Working.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounded like it would have been a cool deal. But yeah, Comics Pro is crazy, Matt. It's just like all your dreams kind of come true. It's just-
Well, you're over here sniffing Jim Lee. That's what I hear.
yeah, like it was. I chased him. I kind of chased him down, and I like while chasing Jim Lee down, I like ran past David Mack. I was like, "Oh, what's up, David Mack?" He was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Yeah." It was just, I don't know, it was crazy. Crazy.
Dreams
Yeah,
come
Matt,
true.
you gotta get Torma and Hunter to bring you out, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I'd love to go to Comics Pro.
It's a fun time.
Yeah. Breaking news: Matt wants to go to Comics Pro on your show.
Yeah, it was
Big Oni Secrets had breaking live on Blake's Buzz.
Please take him to Comics Pro.
I'll be honest,
I
taking
know.
Blake to Comics Pro was kind of like taking a kid to Santa's workshop.
I bet, yeah.
You had to remind him not to put his hands on things, but like the excitement was real. Like it's that moment in A Christmas Story where Ralphie gets the Red Ryder BB gun and you know he's going to shoot his eye out, but the excitement is that was Blake, except you knew Blake was going to like maul a comic creator and then feel bad about it.
Is that what you did, Blake?
And
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, the best part of the show for me, like,
Yeah.
was watching him like do the show. Because like, okay, I'm jaded, right? I've been in this business a long time. I've been doing this a minute. Like, I don't care about Todd McFarlane. I just don't. Like, I've got 30 McFarlane autographs. I don't give a crap. But to see Blake get excited about, oh my God, it's Todd McFarlane, or oh my God, it's Jim Lee, or oh my God, Rob Liefeld's sitting right there. Like, that was cool.
I
like,
asked to take a
sometimes-
selfie with Rob. I remember I was like,
Yeah.
there was like, he was there early. There was like no one around. I was like, screw it. No one. I was like, Rob, hey man, you're an icon, dude. Can I get a selfie with you? He was like, oh yeah, come here, let's do it. And I was like, cool. Like,
Right.
he was like really
Like-
nice in person. Like,
Right. The only person I got even
surprised me.
remotely starstruck for was David Desmelchin.
That was cool.
Oh,
That was cool.
He did.
And he
He
let me
definitely
do
did.
he let me do like a 2-minute interview with him, and they were giving out like we got like signed. Okay, Matt, here's what I didn't know was like all this stuff you get. Like it's just
Oh,
like,
that's right. I got to ship Blake his stuff.
but we like Matt Kent was there, and so like they were like pushing their new Oni book, and they had these like very large, like 11 by 17, nice printed like poster things, and they hand signed them, and I totally wrecked an Oni round table because I was working for the magazine at the time, and they were I like after I did the round table and we were switching, I was like, man, Matt, I was like, I don't know if you remember, but like I interviewed you a while back and and I was like, I'm working with on this mag, and he was like, oh, cool. He's like, I've heard about that. I was like, oh, you want a copy? And he was like, can you give me? I was like, I can get him, Matt. I was like, yeah, I can get you a copy. And so like, I went back to like the hotel room, and they brought back, they gave me like a sleeve of like 12 of these things to like give away. So like I had them, I like went back, and like the Oni guys were like super cool too. They were like, oh, we'll take a picture, and Matt was like holding up the magazine. And then like I chased down Jim Lee and gave Jim Lee a magazine, and so like I gave some fairly influential people copies of a magazine, and I invented what I'm calling aggressive guerrilla marketing. And so
Right. When you have to remind Blake that it's cool to give him the magazine, it's not cool to do so through Frank Miller. Like physically through Frank Miller's head. Like that, but that's the thing. Like
I was very close to Frank Miller, Matt. I was like, he like walked right by me.
But that's the thing, right? Like again, these are stories like they're maybe a little embarrassing, but it's the joy of comics that like, again, when you've been doing this a minute, you love comics. Otherwise you'd go do something where you actually make money. But like,
Right.
you kind of get over it, right? Like you kind of, all right, Jim Lee's here again. He was here last year.
I don't ever
You
get
know,
over that.
But like, and again, because of my role, it's like I know that Jim Lee has very specific, like how he wants his microphone set up, and like it's like you get to see the diva in all these people.
Sure.
Or you get to have been emailing them for 6 weeks beforehand while they don't get their slide decks in on time.
Oh my God.
I'm looking
the
at a
slide
certain
deck
person
deal.
that may employ someone here. Anyway,
That still
but,
blew me away.
yeah, people don't get their slide decks in on time. So like you get over it, right? And then you have somebody like Blake who, again, has moments where he forgets that he's not Blake the fan, that he's there, that he's Blake to work. And you get this glint in their eye and this smile on their face. You're like, oh yeah, I remember when I was like that. I miss that. That's great. Like, and it makes you feel happy.
Can you believe in Christmas?
I heard
again?
that from a couple, like even Tommy says, like, he's like, everybody mentioned this. They're like, dude, I was just watching Blake freak out the whole time, and it was just crazy because it was like, and they started dropping all this news, like Robert Kirkman, like, because we were working the sound booth, so we were like pretty close to the podium and right, you know, and we're like right there, so like, and then when they come up to the podium, they like walk right by us, right, and so like Robert Kirkman walks in and gives this like, I think it was more prepared, but he read it like he wasn't prepared for it, but it came off as like very like warm and like inviting. It was, but he's a great writer, right? So like I feel like it was cool. And he talked about like animation and comics and this new pipeline that's about to start, and it's just like it was crazy, you know, and we're hearing this stuff, like I'm hearing this before the big press channels. I'm hearing this before everybody, right? Like Bleeding Cool is in the live stream chat watching this live, like that, you know, like they're like the only ones who are kind of seeing this like when we are. And there was one time where we had to mute and kill the stream because one of the deals said it wasn't for like public consumption yet. And so like, dude, it was just crazy. I really, there's that phrase when people talk about like, you know, being in the room, you know, like when you're in the room, you deserve to be, even if you think you're in the room by accident, like you deserve to be here. And I ended up being in like a lot of situations like that felt like I was like in the room, I was part of something. And I've had some cool jobs and been a part of some cool stuff. Like I'm trying, Jen, and like,
So good.
and it's, you know, I haven't felt like that, right? Like I know I need to not talk about these people, but I still do because I really did love that job. But like I was part of Comics and Magazine launch. If that ends up being a big thing, I get to live with that, right? I get to like I was part of a big magazine launch, right? I helped do stuff on social media for them. I you know, put magazines in people's hands and took pictures of it and put it online, right? Like I was a part of that. You know, whether or not I'm a part of it now, but I was still, you know, and so like, but even then, like Comics Pro, it was just something else. It was just a totally different animal. And then I still have so many like business cards I need to like look at and remember. And anyway, yes, you should really try and go. Oni, if the wonderful folk at Oni are out here watching or happen to stumble across this on a live stream, you know, Matt Harding is a wonderful employee. He makes wonderful comics, and I think he'd be a wonderful asset at Comics Pro.
I can carry boxes too.
I do want to say, and I know why, the reason you're here, and I know we've talked about a lot of things, and we have talked about comic ages and stuff, but not a lot we haven't really talked about comics, and that happens sometimes, right? You'll also notice, wonderful EXP viewers, that sometimes my thumbnails say something that we forget to talk about during the show, and that's okay, because we try. But what I'm trying to get to is, Matt, you have a really cool book out right now that you've released all by yourself. It's called Not Gone Yet, and it's, you know, you mentioned like you're a designer at Oni, right? And there's just some wonderful. This is like a manga-sized issue with these like absolutely dope vellum. Oh, I'm gonna bend it. These cool vellum overlays, right, on the front and back cover. Way to utilize a QR code, by the way. But this is like, it looks like he drew in this and assembled everything by hand. Did you like assemble these by hand?
I did, yeah.
Oh, cool, yes. So it's just, it feels like that, and the pages are great. But Matt, your art, dude, your art is on another level here. This is, like, you've done some really cool prints, and I love it. You're really good about like post and process stuff, and new pieces online. You've done some variants for mutual friends. You did some awesome stuff with Jared Lujan, right? But this is just you're on something here. You're on some special sauce in your kitchen, and so I guess let's start. By the way, there's a link in the description. You can go to Matt's shop and check this out. I got it linked, and you totally should.
Oh, thank you.
Hit us with this pitch, Matt. Though, like, give us your con table pitch.
What would you like first? Do you want the plot or do you want the why I made it?
Plot, then why you made it.
Okay. The plot of this is that a company has, in the future, like, near future, figured out how to capture ghosts, right? And they capture them all behind this dome that they have that's over the old part of this city. And basically charge you to, do you want to see your grandpa? $100 for 5 minutes, right? And you can go to the glass of this thing and see the ghost of your grandfather or whatever, right? So they've monetized death. And the premise is that this twin sister loses her twin and is going into this ghost city to find her and get her out, because it's kind of like a ghost prison. So that's the pitch of it. As far as why I made it or why I did it the way I did is that I've kind of become a production nerd in a way. And especially I think with like the rise of AI, and we could talk about all that, but and how much I hate it. I've kind of got into really wanting things to be like special artifact type situations, right? And so like immersion type stuff. And so like for instance, here I'll show you this in a minute, but so for instance with this is I wanted to be, I was very inspired by like Akira and stuff like that, and so I wanted to make something that really you could only do it if you do it yourself at home, like I would not be able to get a printer to do this unless I paid them a lot of money to do this. And so like I gave it like the vellum cover to kind of be kind of ghosty, kind of like a cyberpunky type stuff going on. And then the inside is the closest thing that you could find to actual like manga paper. And because manga paper is actually like specifically made in Japan for manga, and you'd have to ship it from there. So I actually went out and brought in help on this too, to try to figure out what the closest thing I could find to like that soft off-white thickness of paper that would also be archival. And so that's what's the interiors is all that. And there's 40 pages of interiors in there. And then like a really good cardstock that could hold color really well. So like you got this like kind of mural type painting behind it. And yeah. And so like I just wanted to make something that was like, I mean, it takes like about, I have to actually make it. Oh, and also, I don't want to forget this part of it. In the back, I interviewed this guy who I met through one of the jobs I did named Mitch Horowitz. He's a parapsychologist, and he's actually kind of famous. He's on like Shudder all the time being interviewed and documentaries and stuff. And so there's this envelope in the back with his picture on it. And then if you open that up, there's an interview on a different kind of paper that's more like kind of in between cardstock and like printer paper. So that's kind of thicker. But he actually answers some really cool, look at these essays that he basically put in here about some mind-blowing theories and stuff on the afterlife, And so every issue of this is going to have that in it. Not his specifically, but, a different person that I interview. But yeah, I wanted to have like a thing. And so like I actually have to print every single one of those things out. I have to tape things together. I have to, cut things and staple things and do all kinds of little things to it, to make the actual book. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a limited thing that I'm going to have out. Each issue, I'm probably only going to do like 100 copies. And then my plan is that once it's all done, right now the plan is 6 issues, and then I'll pitch that out as like a book, somewhere.
So I was curious because you're no stranger to crowdfunding.
I'm not.
But I guess now this is why you kind of took production into your own hands. Well, I mean, you still could have crowdfunded. What was the reason not to crowdfund these limited handcrafted issues?
Main reason number one, Blake, is I live in an apartment, and I've done some crowdfunding, and I have boxes. Let me tell you, I have boxes. And I kind of wanted to do a thing. I wanted to make my business, or like my art business, kind of like a self-sustaining, print as you go type situation. So like I bought like some good home printers, stuff like that, so that I could print out really nice prints, like really nice prints, but I don't have to have a huge stock of them. I don't have to go buy 100 of them. I could just, someone orders something, I print it out. Someone orders one of these comics, I just print it out, right there and then, and I don't have to sit on, 10 boxes of comics. I just felt like it'd be kind of cool to be more what do you order to print kind of thing, print to order kind of thing.
Well, and it's
Yeah.
that whole bespoke concept, right? Like each one of these is handmade. Each one of these is one off.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
not. It isn't mass produced. It isn't. And I'll be honest, like I'm one of those people that, like, despite not having a man bun, will pay extra for something to be bespoke. Just because I
want it to
know
feel
how
special.
hard people work.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is I wanted you to, if you get one of these or you get one of my prints, I want it to feel like you have like a special artifact. You know what I mean?
You nailed that.
Check
dude.
this out.
Like,
So me and a couple people in Portland, that's where I live, we do these kind of like anthology project type situations. And this hasn't gone online yet, but we're gonna be putting this up online. We've sold it at conventions, but we're gonna be putting it up online soon. This is a project we did called Rodente's Pizza, and there's a logo that we drew and made a stamp of it, stamped all these pizza boxes. Right? You open this bad boy up, and inside are slices of pizza. There's different kinds. I say this is an anthology project because each one of these is a different comic.
Oh, how cool.
So like, yeah, I've gone nuts. That's what it is. I've gone kind of crazy. So like this one, right? The medieval pizza, right? It's like a slice of pizza. It's got a turkey leg on it. You take the comic out, and this is like a full D&D module that I wrote and then drew the pictures for. Like different characters, and so you could like get friends together and play this whole dang thing.
what?
It's all like pizza, themed. So like there's like here, I'll show you where is this guy? They're like the pizza monster. Yeah.
Just please tell me one of the comics features legally not adolescent amphibious creatures that maybe were affected by a slime.
I mean, okay, so you're bringing up so that is my bucket list. Like if I was going to die in a week, right, and I had a chance to write one thing, it would be the Ninja Turtles. I've been trying for a very long time to get some kind of traction there. Like I've written a Batman story, and I tried to go and bring that to them. It's just tough. It's tough to get in there. But if anybody here has any kind of way of getting me in, please do it. Make a wish.
Look at these turtles.
Oh, nice.
Look at these. Like, I love Matt's turtles. These are so cool. And like, I would love to. I think, like I said, if you had the choice and they like came to you and they were like, here's the deal, Matt Harding. You can either draw them or write them, one or the other.
Right. I'd write it.
Really?
I definitely, yeah, I would write it. I have this thing, and this actually kind of brings us full circle, right? Because you'll see why. I got this thing where I am not like the biggest fan of my own art. Like I like other people's art a lot, and then when I make art, like I know I can do it. I know that it, people like it, but like I'm not a huge fan of it, right? And I'll explain why. And whenever I've written stuff, there's something to getting art in like and every writer will tell you this. You get art in the mail is like the best day of the week, right? And you get these incredible artists sending you the pages that you wrote, and there's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Whereas like with art, it's missing that. Like it's more of like you draw something as best you can and hope to God people will like it. It's a different feeling at the output of it. And so the reason that I'm not a fan of my own art is Togo sandwiches. Now I want you to hear me out on this.
Okay.
We went full circle, right? So people love Togos. You guys drove what 45 minutes to go get a Togo sandwich? Well, I worked at Togo's 5 days a week, and within a couple of months, I could not. You couldn't force feed me one of those sandwiches, right? Like you get sick of them. You're around it all the time, all the time. And I kind of feel like art is like that too, like especially with your own art, is that you are constantly around it, and there's no surprises there. You see all the things wrong with it that you hope other people don't see. Like you kind of lose it. You become desensitized to it. Kind of like Kyle with Todd McFarlane. You know what I mean? Like you just get so used to it that it's like eating the same Togo sandwiches every single day for 2 years. But then people come in and they only go once a month, and it's like the coolest thing in the world to them. They love these sandwiches, right? I feel like art is kind of the same way, and I feel like a lot of artists kind of like don't recognize that. Like a lot of people will be like, I hate my art. It's not because they're bad. It's just because you're around it all the time. You don't like. I really like Mike Mignola and stuff like that, and it's because it's so different. I think from the way that I draw, that it's like new and like interesting and I love it. Yeah. So that's
Can I speak some truth into your life?
Sure.
That pizza project, the box with the awesome anthology stuff in it, you need to get that nominated for the Eisners for the design category. Having been a former judge of that wonderful
Can I actually do that?
contest, that needs to be submitted.
Oh, is it? All right. Yeah, I'll do. I mean,
anything.
No, I'm not going to apply for it. Hell yeah, I'd do that. I didn't know I could.
A lot of people don't. That's what I'm telling you. Everyone can nominate their own stuff.
Oh wow. Okay.
You just fill it out. You submit it just like anything else.
And then what you do is, because this year's deadline is they all had to be submitted already, but that needs to go on. Like, dude, you would make a killing on Kickstarter. I know there'd be a hefty production cost with that too, but I don't know. I think that would be worth it. And I'm just gonna this. I hope this camera picks it up. It's supposed to do this. It's supposed to have good auto product, but like it does. Look at it. Like Matt sent me this Lobo card, and I just love the way his even his like quick sketches he puts a lot of time into. But dude, I've loved your art for so long, and it's just like I said, this.
So I'm doing one of those for every single person, and I didn't tell them this either. But anybody, this is the first time I've like announced it. But anybody who buys the Not Gone Yet book, I do a little sketch card for them.
Oh, I thought I was special.
You are special. You got the coolest one.
I was like, Matt did this just for me.
I did do it just for you. So like I picked out the character, I thought you would like it. I was like, who would Blake like, Yeah, nice. That's what I did.
No, I'm just that's another reason to pick the egg. It's an amazing it's an amazing emotional book. The art is mind-blowing. The whole deal with the back pocket and the pull out the pull out essays and stuff, where like when I pitch stuff in Kickstarter meetings sometimes, right? Like it always, that's going to cost a lot of money. Like, right. Like we're just recently, like we're doing this hollow foil, or it's like a spot glossed foil background deal. Right. And they're like 19, like we don't need that many of them. Right. But like, unless you're ordering more than like 100 something or 200, they're like $19 a piece. Like metal covers are cheaper than fancy foil covers right now. It's very strange.
Sure.
But anyway, where are you getting the inspiration for these design risks, and how do you like pitch it to like whether it's for work or a client or yourself, right? And like how do you decide what the cost is like yep, we got to do this. I don't care what it costs. This is too cool. Like, because how do you know when to take the risk and when not to, is what I'm asking.
Well, part of the thing about printing them to order lets me take that risk, right? Because, like I'm not buying 700 of them, you know what I mean? Like right off the bat. I mean, maybe one day, hopefully, but like, it lets me make one and see how it goes, how expensive is it, that kind of thing. So it allows me to be riskier and allows me to kind of play with it a little bit more, so we made this one and then we made another project after it, which was like a newspaper. It was all about the end of the world and it was like fake articles and stuff. And for that, I printed all these newsprint things out on this printer. For whoever asked, I saw somebody asked what printer I use. I have an Epson EcoTank. It's an ET8550, and this thing is the coolest thing
So
ever.
you're printing them at home.
I'm printing them at home. Yeah, I can print them out right now while we're having this conversation, if you want. I mean, but that's the deal, right? Like, I don't want to have to go. I've been doing this for so long that, like, ordering a print, like one of these, right? I have this one I did a cable. I ordered like 50 of these just to bring to conventions. I sell maybe 2 at a convention. I thought it would be a bigger deal because I love cable, but like the turtles go flying off the freaking shelf, right? But so I'm sitting on a bunch of these. I'm just sitting on them, If I have a printer at home, I could do these really high quality prints, and I could do one of them, 2 of them, I could make them as people order them. It just I don't know. It makes it. I feel like I've skipped past a lot of middlemen. You know what I mean? And it just makes it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude,
I like it.
I
like knowing the papers and the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's sick. I've been in a lot of production meetings in the last year. Okay, like a lot, and all the printers that I've talked to, that clients talk to, that my bosses talk to, everything is going to print on demand. That's like that's like the bird's eye in the sky for every printer, right? Cheaper printing and low cost, low quantity printing. Whether it's a hardcover or over magazines, whatever, like the on demand printing is like the next wave. And so like you just
I think Amazon
put it in
did
your
it.
office.
Yeah. I mean, why not? And some of the people that I've met doing conventions, they have like basically print shops. Like there's one guy, Justin Orr, who he does Just Scope. If you ever go like buy his stuff, his justscope.com, JUSSCOPE. He's really good, and he makes a lot of money at conventions, and he does it professionally. It's all he does. He goes to like 16 different conventions or something every year. He's actually so good at it that you'll go to a convention, you'll see his booth, and he won't even be in the city. Like he has somebody else there working the booth. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did. This art's dope.
He basically has a print shop at his house. He just prints it all out at home now. And they're just I mean, why not? If you can, why not? And technology is here. Like this Epson doesn't take up a lot of space. It can print, I think 13 is the widest it can get to infinity because you could just get a roll. And I could just do it. I could just print whatever. I don't have to wait for nothing. I don't have to pay a bunch of money for nothing. If I want to see if colors are going to look good on a print, I just print it out right here,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just doing your test prints and your proofs. Oh, I didn't even think of how convenient that is.
Super convenient.
That's cool, dude. Hell yeah. So you're printing this stuff at home, making amazing even the vellum, like the overlay that you're printing that too and doing that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so that one, in order to print that, I have to actually take like a double-sided tape and print it to like something that has a little bit more tooth to it so that the little grabbers can grab it and pull it through. But there's like a process to all of it, And finding that process could get frustrating, but it's also very rewarding once you're done, once you figure it out.
Oh yeah, dude. That's so cool. And it's like
Dirty Mountain Dew. Sponsor me.
Dirty dudes.
Send me more cases. Let's start a pyramid scheme.
Ooh, the dirty dudes.
That's what I'm doing next. I'm going to start brewing Dirty Mountain Dew at home. Bootlegging it.
Home dirty brewing. Dirty brewing. Dirty. I don't know. Dirty brewing. That's anyway. I'm just happy for you, dude. And I hope, like I said, these are beautiful. You get these amazing sketch cards with purchase. So like it was like $25, a little more with shit. I can't remember, but well worth it.
$20. That includes shipping.
Nice, even cheaper than I thought. So yeah, support indie comics, right? And this is like, you can't really get more indie than this. This is like handcrafted comics, which is just it's very, very cool. I encourage people to check this out. Also, Matt, just so you know, I guess Magnolia hates his own art as well. Imposter Syndrome is everybody's best friend in the comic industry. I feel
It's
like
hard to like your own art.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
No, I same
be
way.
honest.
Like a lot of stuff I've been like writing I didn't like. I wrote a thing a long time ago and hated it and won an award. I still don't really understand that, but like
That was good.
but yeah, Tommy says this is why it's good to talk to retailers as a community. You guys have a very deep knowledge. Hey, you know, I was and I you know you're going to be hearing more about this too from other people on this channel. But like content coaching is a thing, right? And there are a lot of people are like you know hesitant to like get in front of a camera and stuff. And I've heard numerous content creators like remind retailers that you have a natural ability and knowledge to talk about comics, to be excited about comics because you love them. You have to love them. You have to love something about them to do this, right? I mean, even the jaded broken folk like Kyle have to find a glimmer of hope every now. I'm just kidding. I love
Well, and I'm just going to tell you now, I hate that term content coaching. I really do. Well, because that's what I do. It's what I've been doing since 2020 when I closed my shop, right? Like my shop closed because of COVID, and I went back to what I had done before I was a full-time retailer, which was broadcasting. And it's been my job since 2020 to talk to people and teach people who don't have the skill, don't have the knowledge, don't have the whatever, how to broadcast, how to do this, how to do regular television, how to podcast, how to make shorts, how to make videos, how to do the thing. And it really is just about getting people to do what they do when they're standing there talking to somebody in person to that thing. Right? Like it's making people understand that. Like, and I used to do this like with professional athletes and with musicians and with all kinds of stuff where it's just like, no, just be a person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. By the way, just quickly, because if you've been watching, you've been noticing I've been on my phone a bunch. This has turned into the Kyle texts famous people in his phone show.
Does Violent J remember me?
No, he hasn't texted me back, but somebody who's
25 or
related
30
to
years ago?
somebody who's related to a radically radioactive Ronin ragdoll type project maybe is texting me.
I know
back
who it
about
is.
the project.
I know who it is.
So, you know, it's one of those like you text your friends and be like, hey, I know a guy that you should maybe talk to about a thing. You know,
I was on my phone
So if you know anybody, I
trying
need
to
to talk
find
to
the
about a Ninja
link
Turtle.
so I can buy Matt's books.
And if you know anybody who I should talk to about a Ninja Turtle thing, you just let me know. You just let me know. I'd love to, man. So like I've got to work on a lot of cool projects in my time. I got to work with Stan Lee, which was crazy. I did like a motion comic that I did all the artwork for it that he actually did the voiceover for and did like the acting. And it was only in England, which is crazy. So you can't really get it here. But like I've got to do a lot of cool stuff. I got to work on Batman. I've got to work on Gwar. I've got to work on with Cheech and Chong on stuff. Like it's kind of crazy, you know, life, you know. But the one thing that I haven't been able to do that's at the top of that mountain, Mount Everest, is Ninja Turtles.
Okay,
Just
what if I know a guy who owns a Togo sandwich shop who is in need of Turtles art?
I do some Ninja Turtle Togo sandwich art. Some Togo turtle art. Heck yeah.
Wow.
Miss Jen is going to put 2 and 2 together any second to the other person I'm texting.
I know what's going on.
I don't. I have no idea what's going on. That's
That's
you know what else I didn't know? I didn't know if I could eat 4 hot dogs on a live stream, and I
You
think I did.
How many hot dogs did you just have? Like a bucket of hot dogs right there? How many hot
I
dogs?
had 4. I made
4?
4.
Okay.
I hope the bit paid off. It
You're
probably
gonna
didn't.
be feeling it. You're gonna be feeling it. But you know what? I want to just say that you are absolutely right about Blake. Like when I think of what the good part of the comic spirit personified would be, I think Blake would kind of be that person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That excitement's actual, genuine Blake 24/7.
yeah. That was
Having spent a whole
Yeah.
weekend with him.
I was very
And when
loud.
Blake's going through stuff, when you're going through stuff, like that stuff I've been through, you know, like I know what it's like. And so like when I see you going through stuff, it's like that stuff personified. Like I understand like what it's like to be on, you know, in that position that you're in. And like in it me personally, like sometimes I'll even be going through it. You probably don't even know this, but I'll be going through stuff like that while you are also. And I'll be seeing you talking about it online while I'm being silent, you know, and seeing you kind of like persevere through it, like it actually does mean like a lot, you know. And I'm sure that it's like that for a lot of different people, you know, seeing you kind of rise over things and overcome things and continue to be a person who's really excited about, you know, seeing Jim Lee and seeing these people, you know, and be that into it and eating 4 hot dogs on the damn live stream or whatever, just, you know, because, you know, you're happy like that. It means a lot, man, you know? And even if people don't tell you this, like it does.
To
You want
pile
to see
on the
Blake
mat
freak
again.
out? See him get Sadie to Monster's actual business card. That's when you see Blake really freak out.
But no, like to pile on what Matt's saying, like this business is so small. There aren't this is a really tiny fraternity of people. And the universality of the human experience when you go through stuff or when you're experiencing things, like we all go through it with the guise of we have to pretend like we want to talk about Superman when all we really want to do is like go sit in a corner and watch our comfort TV show, right? Or we all have to make art or make content or make whatever we make when we don't feel like we have that energy anymore, right? Like when our batteries are drained. And so the idea of, again, like watching Blake, and again, I know a lot of what Blake has been going through. We talk a lot, and it's this idea of, yeah, man, but like just keep cheerleading. Like I get it, but have that energy, have that momentum, keep that momentum rolling, because in the end, it's what's going to bring you back.
Yeah.
If you let that momentum stop, you never recover.
Yeah. No, that's
And
true.
Everybody in the chat, everybody on the show, everybody everywhere, like especially in this business, knows that feeling. So
Yeah. And also it helps to have people that are in the trenches doing even just like similar things to you that understand.
Yeah,
you can be real with those guys.
It's a cool community, and I keep finding like new parts of it that like I didn't know about. You know, like the crowdfunding community is kind of where everything started, right? But even that's changing. Oh, my dog's paw was caught in my headphone wire. I was like, what's happening?
Wait. You said ball singular, right?
My dog. What? Dog.
Okay.
Not this dog, a real dog.
I know what I heard was very like, wait, what did you just say live on the internet?
We talked about this. PG-13. By the way, Tommy says that the hot dog bit will pay off in a couple hours.
Yeah, well.
When I go to sleep with a nice full tummy and rest peacefully, and we're not going to wake up with heartburn tomorrow, chat. We're not going to wake up. We're going to visualize and put it into the ether that we're not going to wake up with heartburn tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Mad Prophet brings up something awesome. This is true. This is like the truth right here.
Tommy says his favorite parts of Comics Pro is the 2 a.m. drunk conversations with retailers while publishers just sit their mouth agape at what happens behind the counter. That's another regret. I went to bed early. I should have went to karaoke. Like Matt, this one guy brings like a whole freaking karaoke bar. There's a secret snack treasure trove hidden in the back room of this hotel. You just go there. There's like cookies, and so if you drink, you can have a beer. But there's just like all these wonderful snacks and chips, and then this guy sets up a whole karaoke deal, and they have like a karaoke,
Oh, hell yeah.
and it's not, it's like away from everything, and it's like off the side shoot of the
It's our
lobby, but
speakeasy.
they rock out till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Cool.
No one kicks them out.
Hey, I'll karaoke. Let me tell you, I'll do it. Last time I went karaoke, my wife Sarah, she tried to hit me with all these like Creed and Limp Bizkit and all this stuff, and she thought, oh, I'll really get him with this one, and I had the whole bar rocking out to it, man. I'm down.
Yeah.
You hear that, Torma? Bring me, Torma. I don't know if he's listening, but
Todd McDevitt, New Dimension.
Yeah.
He even
New
like gets
Dimension's
his own
comedy.
beers like canned for the event sometimes.
Yeah, he was a
I
nice
don't-
dude.
I don't know. Did it exist before Pittsburgh, Jen, at Comics Pro, like Club
The,
Todd,
the special speakeasy?
the speakeasy thing? Yeah.
No, it started
So-
there.
New Dimensions is in Pittsburgh, and the first 2 years back from COVID, Comics Pro was in Pittsburgh, and Todd would get like this. They had this room in the hotel where we were having it that was like a lounge green room area, and he just started stocking it, and every table was covered with comics that took place in Pittsburgh.
oh, cool.
You know, like it was wild, and then it became such a popular hangout. Let's not miss this. A lot of business gets conducted in this room
Yes.
at
it does.
2 a.m. when no one should be conducting business because we're all exhausted and dumb. Anyway, but like it started there, and then it's moved. When we moved to LA, it moved.
Mhm.
And it's just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, like in terms of what goes on in the room. So
It's a
That's-
lot.
it's a
Room.
good time.
I was like blown away. I was like, when
Yeah, I want to go to
just,
the room.
I kept asking people. I was like, "Can I eat this? Can I eat these? Can I get more cookies?" They're like,
Well, I
"But
remember you
it's
posting
fine."
about finding the secret snack room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and what was it? Sunday, they're
was-
just
he was like,
handing
"Yeah,
the snacks off to anybody in the lobby.
Cases
There were
of it.
so many snacks left over.
Blake was just photographing himself in the elevators and stuff, just so excited to to be there.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah.
travel a lot, like at all. So like it was like that was the first time I had my own like hotel room, right? And like that was definitely the first time that like I was like through like a work deal, like the flight was paid for, the hotel room was, like it was. I was like, this is nuts. I was talking to the Image Skybound marketing people because I let them know like at the roundtables that I wasn't a retailer, because they were like, sometimes they would be like, "You're," I was like, "Oh, I don't have a shop," and they'd be like, "Why are you here?" I'd be like, "I'm running the audio, and it's they told us to go around to," and they'd be like, "Oh," and anyway, so I was like talking to him, and I was like, "Yeah, it's crazy. Like I got flown out here, I got my own hotel room. You guys are giving me all these free comics." I was like, "I don't know what's happening," and the Skybound lady was like, "I think you're winning Comics Pro, dude," and I was like, "I think I might be like." This is pretty rad.
Well, okay. So what Blake doesn't know was the trouble that he had getting out to Comics Pro, which shouldn't have happened. There was a big problem. There may or may not have been a flight credit given back to the person who paid for his flight, like because it was
Oh,
so
really?
messed up. So like I can fly basically anywhere in the country for next to nothing now, which is pretty cool. But no,
That's
it's
cool.
this. It was this like, but the dude was such a trooper too. Like he's like, I've never flown anywhere really. They've flown to one time. Like I don't know what's going on, and like I'm having to talk him through like trying to negotiate his way onto an earlier flight after being delayed and kicked off a flight, and like not kicked off a flight, having his ticket changed against his will, and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm like, the dude was such a trooper, and he shows up, and like you just see the exhaustion on his face. And then we go to Togo's, and it's like he came back to life.
And you guys drove to Bakersfield to go to Togo's?
No,
Bakersfield?
Chatsworth.
Is that what I heard?
Chatsworth.
Okay. I was gonna say Bakersfield's not the best and brightest of California. No shade to Bakersfield, but a little bit maybe. I've been there a bunch. It's an interesting place. I'll say
Onion farms, basically.
Bakersfield.
But no, yeah, no. We went to Chatsworth to the Togo's, but then it's like he came back to life, And the next day, like, we're busting our humps, getting set up, like, crawling on the ground, taping stuff down. And Blake leaves to go to Bob's Big Boy with some people. And it's like, to hear Blake talk about Bob's Big Boy, or the meeting that was the Bob's Big Boy, like, that was when I knew that this week was going to be different than every previous Comics Pro for me.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I've been in this chair for 10 and a half hours.
Dang.
So I am going to thank Blake for being here. Thank you for joining the EXP. If you get a chance, there's a video in the media assets tab, Blake, called Untitled. Play that, because EXP has its first ever exclusive, and that's like the little promotion for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And thank you for having me. Thank you for joining the EXP. I look forward to working with you a lot more. I'm going to go fall this direction into something soft. So we'll talk later, everybody. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Well, cool. On that, I know we need to start wrapping up. I say we need to start, and then I'm going to talk for another 40 minutes. New viewers, this is how Blake's Buzz works. The Blake's Buzz tight hour is, what's happened is I'm turning into my freaking father, because my dad, a Jim Morgan 5-minute job. Like if you ever meet my father and he comes up to you, he's like, "Will you help me for 5 minutes?" Run away, because that's going to turn into an all-day thing. A 5-minute Jim Morgan job is an all-day endeavor, and a Blake Morgan tight hour live stream is the same. It's turning into the same thing. I'm definitely my father's son. But Jen, I do want to talk about, because obviously the people familiar with the EXP who are tuning in now know what this is. But for my audience, and I've talked to them a little bit, and I've talked to people about Comics Pro and what Kyle does, but like. You're a big central part of the EXP. So like if you were going to pitch the EXP to like new people being like, what is this? What is this, Miss Jen?
It's kind of born out of many comics pros of sitting around and hearing retailers, local comic shops all around the country saying, man, if there was like streamed content that I could share in my store that just like told everyone what was going to be on FOC, or a show that did like really spoiler-free reviews for the comic books that were coming out this week, so I can get my customers excited. But that stuff doesn't exist. So I heard this for years and years and years, and I'm like, well, I kept on hearing other people say they were going to do it, right? And you start doing this. When you're like, but when? So eventually you just say, oh, I guess I'm that person, right? It's not that, it's me. All right. So it was really kind of like it's just a big, I love comic books. Who else do I know that loves comic books and will do this with me? And it does cost money to make, but we're working through all of that fun stuff. But it's just.
Did I see that? Did I see that Henri is on your is on the station?
Henri's on. We've got a local comic shop in Tennessee that's been with us since the beginning. We've had people come and join and move on because life is busy, and sometimes you think you can add something to your life and it doesn't. Can't be added permanently. So. Yeah, we're here for helping out as much as we can. Like we've had comic industry insiders, Comics Unlimited is the shop out in Tennessee. It's someone that's been in the industry for so long and has so much knowledge. I love when Nancy does, like, she'll have like full stop in her show. She'll be like, I'm gonna bring out a picture and show you something that happened a long time ago and tell you the story about it. So it's just like comics history in the middle of her show. And then I love raising up voices, like, make sure that independent voices are heard about for what projects they're working on. And, like big projects. I just wanted to have a place where it was very simple to go be like, I want to find something to like inform my customers about what's going on and how they can stay, like attached to the industry. And the other thing, the opposite part of that is that I know there are people out there that may not have a close comic community. Like there's people that, believe it or not, that like the closest comic book store to them is like 5 hours. So they don't get to go and like hang out around the register and say, oh, did you read that comic book last week? So I wanted to be that for people also, to be a place where they feel comfortable hanging out and chit-chatting about whatever nerdy thing they want to talk about. I mean, half the time on shows, we end up showing each other pictures of our dogs and cats. It's just community.
It's a community, yeah. I mean, so I live on the West Coast, and there's always been a strong community everywhere here,
Mhm.
and it's part of the reason why I'm so into it. But I took a road trip this last summer, and I had never been like inland, really,
Yeah.
And I took a road trip with my dad and my little brother out to South Dakota. And you might ask why, and I'll tell you. My grandma had been born there, and she had passed about 12 years ago, and we have her ashes. And for 12 years, we're like, we're going to take this road trip to go bring it to where she was born in Webster, South Dakota, and just never did. And finally this year, I was like, we're going this year. This is when it's happening. So we did it. And there are no bookstores, let alone comic book stores. Like there is nothing out there except for corn and like bikers, and that's it, right? Like that's all there is. We did go like during the what do you call it? We went through South Dakota during Sturgis. That's what it was, Sturgis. So it was like as soon as we got in there, I mean, it was like swarms of bikers everywhere we went, and we're like, "What's happening here? Like, what's going on in South Dakota?" It's like corn and bikers. That's literally all there is. And but yeah, no comic book stores anywhere. I asked everywhere I went. I was like, "Is there a comic book store here?" And everybody's like, "There's not even bookstores. We don't even have like a bookstore." So it's crazy. I like what you're saying. I guess the reason I'm bringing this up is because I think what you're doing is very important. Like there are people in most of, as far as land goes, like a huge amount of this country that aren't exposed to comics at all, have no community. And that is what is keeping it alive, So thank you. Let me just say thank you for doing it.
Well, thank you. And also I love hearing from people that from every walk of life within the comic industry. Some people are just like want to make comic books someday and are inspired by watching other people that are successfully making comic books. So they get like, oh, maybe I will try. Or man, people are going through some stuff. There's stuff going on in the world. I like to be the place where people just escape away from it.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm just going to go
Absolutely.
and just like leave all that behind. I'm just going to talk about stuff I like.
Yeah. I mean, I think comics. It's so interesting because when I went to college, I went to an art school. I took loans out and did the whole thing because I wanted to get good at making comics. And I remember a lot of teachers would be telling me like, "No, you got to get into video games. You got to get into this and that. That's what you have to get into." And I was like, they're like, "That's where the money is."
Mm-hmm.
I think the opposite's actually starting to happen. I think AI especially has caused kind of like comics to become like an artist's refuge away from that stuff because I think video games and all those places are going to, if not already, are going to start adopting those techniques. And people don't want that, or they don't want to do that really. People don't want to just be prompt, And I think comics are really going to be kind of like a safe place for like people who want to make art, especially art that they don't want, that they want to be able to say the things they want to say and tell the stories they want to tell that, aren't going to get banned and stuff,
Right.
Which is very important. Like working at Oni is something I'm very proud of also because we make a lot of books that a certain half of the country are very upset about, and I personally, I think people should be able to tell whatever stories they want or live whatever lives they want. And, like unless they're hurting somebody, which, obviously isn't a good thing. But, I think comics are a refuge for people like that. And I think they've always been. And I think that's one of the beautiful parts of the medium,
I didn't until recently learn the views on I knew there were comic communities, but even in Kansas City, there's several shops in Kansas City, right? And Planet Comic Con is turning into a bigger and bigger monster every year.
Yeah.
It's turning into this huge thing. And so I know there's I want to do more locally. I'd love to start connecting more with shops and more local people. Some of that's on me. Some of it I don't really know how. I know there's a couple Kansas City nerd groups, but anyway, even for me, my friends support me and think what I do is cool. And when I got to go to California and when I started making money doing some of this, a couple of my buddies were like, dude, that's real cool. Cause it this podcast thing kind of turned into something totally different. Right. And, but the online community for me is huge. And it's this community particularly has helped my family. Right. It's helped my dog. The community helped my dog buy a wheelchair, right? And then and then we found out, she had cancer and stuff, and that's why she couldn't. Her back legs weren't working. But at first we thought she was just old and needed a wheelchair. But anyways, the community has showed up for me, and I know I've done a lot for the community, and when I can, I try real hard to to do a Kickstarter campaign or do a GoFundMe. When especially now because so many people need the medical GoFundMe in our industry is getting so common. But yeah, anyway, it's just been huge for me. But even then, sometimes this show feels lonely. I've had co-hosts and it didn't work out, not on Blake's Buzz, but when I've done other shows with other people and I might be hard to work with. I don't know. There's lots of things that maybe some self-reflection I need to do. But anyways, long story short, is it just Blake's Buzz feels lonely sometimes. It's just me all the time. And that's why I was very, very, very excited to be a part of the EXP. Over the last couple months, I've done a couple live selling shows with Kyle and I met a lot of the people at Comics Pro. And so it's just kind of I don't know, the idea of not having to do everything. I mean, you still got to do stuff and edit and plan and I still do all that, but just it's not just, it's just, it's a bigger community, that I'm stoked to be a part of. And so, yeah, I've long thought what you guys do is amazing. Dude, Matt, last year they did a 24-hour live stream for local comic shop day. And
wow.
we sent in some interviews and stuff, with some of the stuff we were working on, and some people would send in pre-recorded stuff that they'd air in segments, but it was all promoting, even if we were talking about comics, they'd be why are retailers important stuff, and so it's just very cool what these people do to community. And speaking of community, I'm ignoring them because they're just people keep leaving
they're
comments.
bringing up some really great stuff.
I'm not paying it. Jen Burns says life be lifing sometimes. I think because we've all talked about that, stuff is going on, things are heavy, and sometimes it's nice to whether it's a good book or a good comic book or a good manga or whatever. It's just it's kind of nice to vanish into media every now and then.
Yeah. One thing I loved about Comics Pro is I loved watching the retailers just party. I didn't know you all got down like you do. It was pretty cool.
Well, here's the thing, right? Everybody in that room, or most of the people in that room that are there as retailers, are kind of they're either owning their store or they're managers of the store. They have a lot of responsibility all the time, and it's just I will speak as a parent. When you are an adult and you have kids, you have a level of I got to pay attention. I'm responsible for everything about this human being. If I don't pay attention, they might not be around anymore. And you feel that way about your store. So what you're seeing a little bit is that those retailers get to be in a room where they're, other than not making a fool of themselves, they are not responsible for a store for just this wonderful 3 days or 4 days. You've entrusted your staff to make sure everything goes well. And you get to kind of let go a little bit and kind of just enjoy something for a a little while
And
with
then
that,
get
thinking, "Oh my
lit.
gosh, there's a crisis! I gotta go buy toilet paper for or whatever."
I loved
especially
watching them
since-
get lit and go off on the auction. Like, and by go off, I mean like just like people bidding on stuff. Jen, you bid a lot of money on the guest. Didn't you get a
The Ignition Press that we haven't announced who the guest is, so we can't say it live yet. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. So
But we can, yes, there's Ignition
good thing
Press.
I didn't remember that. But yeah, like but it was just like people like, and then people buying art and a lot of this cool stuff, and then some stuff that's just like cool manga sets and things, right? That you could like bid on and maybe get a good deal on, which I thought about, but then I was like, oh, you got to fly this stuff home or figure out how to get it home. So I ended up not, but like, yeah, it was just the auction really impressed me. Everyone had such a good time. Everybody was so generous with the donations, generous with what they were bidding on, and it was just, and everybody was drinking, and a couple of the, like a couple manga publishers, like basically picked up the tab for most of the night. Like, Yen Press and Kodansha and Yen Press, I think.
Yep.
And Kyle and I didn't drink, and Yen Press thought was because Kyle cut the audio when they asked, and we did it real quick and got it taken care of because they were like, we don't want this part streamed. They found out we did that, and he was like, I want to buy you guys a case of beer. We were like, oh, we don't drink, and he was like, you guys like Diet Coke? What do you want? He ended up getting us like. So we had like some Diet Coke at the booth, like that we could drink. Like, so it was just like, just the level of generosity and kindness. And like, a lot of these people don't know each other. A lot of people do know each other, but there's new people every year. Right. And then like, I didn't know anybody. I lucked out because of who I was working with. I met people like, adjacently or whatever. Like, but I remember one night I was wearing my Love More, Hate Less sweater in the elevator, and it was like, it was late, and I was going up to the room, and this lady was like, Blake's Buzz, and I was like, what? And she was like, I like your show, and I was like, that's insane. I was like, that is free. I was like, I am not like a level of person that like, they're like, that's Blake Morgan. Anyway, so that was pretty crazy.
But you are though, dude. That's what I'm trying to say is like
true.
People stay quiet on the internet. Like the wrong people often are the ones who are talking a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's
You have no idea who you've reached and what kind of impact you have. You know what I mean? Like you probably saved lives out there and don't even know it.
That's crazy.
Hey, Chris.
I might have saved some Kickstarter campaigns. What's Chris Daly? Another real cool show. Guys, check out Food by Weird. Were you on there recently?
I was. Yeah,
about to be on there.
Chris is cool.
Nice.
Chris, I'm sorry I have not added you on Fortnite yet. I've been playing Arc Raiders forever now, but I will once I get back on.
I haven't. When's the new update? When's the new update drop? Did it drop already?
It happened, dude.
I haven't played okay.
Yeah, I kind of fell off a bit because people got real mean on that game, but it's all right.
The arcs got real mean. The last time I played, I'm broke now. Like because Jen, you lose everything. If you die, you lose everything, and then you have to start crafting stuff again. And then all of a sudden, you're like, you've played this game for like 80 hours. You think you know what's going on, and you're like out of metal, and metal's like the basic thing. Anyway, so like. But yeah, I love it. I play it with my buddies, and it's fun too because we put the headsets on and we were like chatting like we're on the phone, but we're also playing a game, So it's just like it's like friend time, and anyway, but yeah, I love Arc Raiders. I haven't played the brand new update, but the stupid laser. The new laser flying monster. I'm so bad with the names. I call them all birds. Like anytime I see stuff, I'm like, guys, there's birds in the air. I always forget the names. Anyway, so yeah, Arc Raiders is fun. You guys play Arc Raiders? We should play. I'm not as employed as I used to be. I got some free time lately. But let's hold on. We got God, I'm so bad about comments, guys. I'm so sorry. Kyle made a joke that was funny. Yes. Okay. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows Cable's name. That's
dude, that was like 20 minutes ago he said that.
Yeah. just 10 minutes ago.
He's
That's-
not good at going to sleep. Did you see that he said he was going to go lay down?
I
That's
know
not
he was
even-
like he's been dropping tons of comments. Hydrosylum says EXP is one of the best communities to be a part of. Exactly. That's why I'm stoked. Tommy, dude, Tommy is one of the best things. Whatever happens to me, regardless of like the job I left and things that happen, like getting to know Kyle, like that was huge, and like getting to know you guys from the EXP. But like, dude, Tommy is so kind and nice and just like.
Tommy.
I don't know, man. Like when I met him in California, we gave each other a big hug. And he's just good. He's good people. I hope you
Tommy,
figure out your live
he's
stream
cool.
time because I want you to start streaming. And then, yeah,
He's talking a lot in the chat. He's saying a
Yeah.
bunch of cool stuff.
he's a aggressive positive. Aggressive positive. I like that. Aggressive. I gotta come up with a way to market this. Kyle told me I need to like register or like hot dog marketing work. 'Cause I made a stupid reel at Planet Comic Con because like my friend came up to me. I was like working a booth for Mike, and so like I would help Mike and he would take breaks, and I kept checking on him. I was like, no, dude, go, like, you know, and I got to do tons of interviews. And so like, anyways, I was really cool. I got to like sell wrestling comics that I didn't know anything about. But, you know, like I like sold some and some wrestling prints, but then like some people would ask for deals. They'd be like, will you do this and this? I was like, oh, we got to wait for an adult. I was like, we got to wait for Mike to come back on that one. But it was so fun. But someone saw me. My friend came up. And they're like, I saw the hot dog hat, but you were like behind a table. I was confused. I was like, oh. And so right after that, I took a video, and I was like, yeah, hot dog marketing works. And then Kyle was like, that kind of does work. Like,
Yeah.
so anyway, yes. I was really
Dude.
thinking about rebranding from the B to hot dogs. You know, I was like, because the hot dog thing, it happened on accident. But then at Comics Pro, when people recognized me for the Love More, Hate Less, Read comics, and I also was thinking about doing like I even started it. I started doing Love More, Hate Less, Read books. I also started stuff because I was always scared my old boss was gonna try and take my show away from me because a long time ago we had like a weird talk about anyway. So like I started changing things. That's why my Substack is called Stone Dog Times, which makes no sense, but it's like that's about to go. I need to redo my Substack and go back to that.
Well, dude, everybody knows that bees famously love hot dogs, right?
Yeah, like that's the I just once things get settled, and because I think things are going to be okay, but it's been a rough month, especially with my dad and family and stuff, right? But and like, you know, I think I'm about to announce something really cool with Laguna Studios, which I've also worked at ever since I left Metal Ninja. Like I've worked with her, I've worked with Lori as long as I worked with Adam and stuff. And we're about to announce something really cool we're working on, and I also have to make the ad campaign for that. So, but like we have something. I don't even care. It's we're doing it already, but basically Laguna Studios and Blake's Buzz are going to partner to offer like a full Kickstarter suite from brainstorming to fulfillment. Laguna Studios is a fulfillment house and a publisher. They have a warehouse. So like we'll be if you I know not every fulfillment houses, not everybody can afford that, like right. So like we know not every indie project's going to be into that, but that's going to be available if you're interested in it. Plus like all the vendors we're connected with, like you know like when we start, we can help you get pricing and quotes and all that, and we deal with printers all the time. People make stickers and all this anyway. But we are basically going to announce that we're Kickstarter management provided by Blake's Buzz is going to be provided by Blake's Buzz comics for Kickstarter for whatever I'm calling it. My new little logo deal I made. But yeah, we're basically about to announce that of like just a full Kickstarter deal and a full Kickstarter suite of services, and we are going to be verified Kickstarter vendors, so our preferred Kickstarter vendors. So yeah, Blake Morgan is about to be a preferred vendor on Kickstarter for managing campaigns, which is pretty freaking cool because I'm pretty good at it. It's a thing, they didn't teach me that in college. You couldn't go get how to crowdfund comic book degrees, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty good at it, and
That sounds like an adult job. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna get, like I said, we're already doing it. We're just gonna like officially announce it and kind of be unified, and then like you'll be able to go to the Laguna Studios website and see the stuff, and hopefully, I joke that my superpower is drinking the wrong people's Kool-Aid, but Lori Foster and Laguna Studios, they're it's a woman-run operation, right? It's a woman-run publishing house. They focus on, very, very diverse voices. Even their not safe for work titles are made by women, and there's like romance and story, and like they really get phenomenal art for these. That just recently blew my mind, doing their not safe for work comic. And it's like, wow, this is some of the prettiest comic art I've ever seen, and it's full blown smut. Like it's crazy. But anyways, it's just like they do a lot of stuff, and they just opened like an art school. Like at the front of their warehouse has like a real cool shop deal they got, and so lots of cool stuff is happening. They've been advertising it, like the 25th is when the grand opening happens, and so it's gonna be a lot of cool stuff, and so I'm really stoked to work with them, and I think this is all right. It feels right. I'm gonna get to do like what I want to do, and really focus on campaigns. I'm gonna be able to focus on my show. I haven't got to focus on my own show in a really, really long time, chat. Like I've been doing other people's shows. I've been doing other people's magazines. I've been doing other people's everything. And so I'm finally gonna have time to like focus on, I'm saying like focus on me, but it's like focusing on Blake's Buzz and doing more with the community and doing more with the EXP. I'm just really excited. And I think we're making some smart moves. And 2 weeks ago, I thought I was making the dumbest moves I've ever done. Right. I just like, so coming off, like I've had a very weird 3-4 weeks. Right. So yeah. I'm excited. And we're doing, I'm excited, and I get to keep working with indie comics. Every time I keep thinking like, oh, gonna have to go get a real job. I know this is a real job, but like, it's I can't even imagine, like, what if I had to quit working remotely? Like, could you imagine like having to go somewhere? Like that freaks me. Jen, I know you have a shop, so like that would be cool, but like that, just I've been working remote so long. Like just that kind of stress. I was like, whoa, no, what if I have to go somewhere? Like, uh-oh. So yeah. Oh my God, Tommy, you should have just joined the show, dude. Thank you. What if I become your co-host but drink a bunch of beer? All right, yeah, you just drink and I'll eat hot dogs. The EXP is gonna love this.
Bring Tommy on. Send him a link. Send him a link right now. Let's close out with Tommy.
Tommy, you want to hop on? I'll send you the link. Oh wait, that's a referral link. You want to sign up for StreamYard
for dirty do for the dirty do.
Yeah, for the dirty do dogs. Ooh man, I should figure out how to make. All right, Tommy, I'm gonna copy and send you a link. Oh my God, I hate doing computer stuff when we're live.
Tommy gets to come on, then I'll skedaddle because my sweet husband's made dinner, and
because you hate Tommy. That's fine. Like, if Tommy's on, I'm out. Jen is out.
Not that. Well, I don't want to leave it with like, oh, now we're just like slowly sliding off.
Jen, no, I know we've been running. Do you want to shout out like when you go live and what you do on the EXP, and let people know when they can watch you sling comics and nerd out?
Sure. So tomorrow night, I'm going to do Central Time because that's where I am. I apologize. From 6 to 7, I have a show called What's in the Box.
What's in the box?
And I truly don't know what in the world I'm selling tomorrow, and that's my fault. That was Kyle giving me side eye that you heard earlier. Like there's some people that don't turn in their slide decks in time. Like, I don't know what I'm selling. I named my show What's in the Box, so I don't have to know what I'm selling. That is
Kyle is in the chat asking you to play that video.
Okay. All right, so catch Jen tomorrow. What's in the box? No one knows what's in the box, so that's reason to tune in.
Definitely not me.
And if I know some people who watch the show love chasing variants and shop exclusives. Mm-hmm. So check out this little zinger.
Hey everybody, it's Miss Jen. I'm super excited because we've got our own exclusive cover. The very first time we've ever done such a crazy thing. And it's got cute doggos on it and a cute kitty. And it's got amazing work by Jay Fosgett. And if you want to help support this awesome channel and all the cool things we do and all the fun that we have, just buy a copy, pretty please. Grab one up, just use this QR code. It's so easy. Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh,
See what I mean?
Dan's
Kyle
turning
picks good music.
I was gonna say we should just do 40 minutes of that. Put that back on screen. And
Just chill, just vibe.
yeah.
All right, we got somebody listened. Somebody clicked the invitation. He's here. He's in the back room. Let's get him out. Oh my goodness, it's Tommy Donovan. Wow!
Tommy, pop, 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 pow.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
What's up, dude? Welcome,
hang-
man.
Are you hanging
welcome
from the
to
house,
Blake's
Tommy?
Buzz.
Well, it's good to be here.
You damn right it is, Tommy.
Yeah.
You tell him.
Yeah.
You tell him. Sorry, Jen. I think that was the first time I cursed tonight. That was pretty good.
No, it's
Pretty
a
good for me.
second.
I've said terrible things on air, folks. I every now and then sometimes will I start telling old bar stories. I remember one night, like Tony Gregory and I were like kind of all of a sudden ended in like just when it sucks to be a door guy stories, and it was just like I know people came to talk comics and I was like talking about getting punched in the face. You never know what's gonna happen.
Tony's great, man.
I love
I
Tony.
like Tony.
Him and David Crispy.
Oh, yeah.
Crispino. I love those dudes. I miss them.
I played Magic with that guy.
Yeah, he loves cards. He's
mean at it, man. He's like the nicest dude in the world, but then you play some Magic with him. He's a killer.
It's crazy how Magic does that to people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes me feel stupid because I can't figure it out. I played the app. I kind of know the rules. And then it's like, build a deck. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm just like, this is absolutely impossible.
Well,
But
I'm
they-
way better at building decks than I am at playing them.
See, that doesn't even make sense. We should fusion and we could.
Yes, we will Steven Universe Magic.
This is what I figured out about both Magic and Pokemon. It's like you can, for your own self whether you're a great player or you're just a player, right?
Mhm.
I am just a player. And the difference is like you could give like a world's player's deck to me, and I will give my deck that I made to a world's player, and the world's player will still beat me. It's the knowing how to make it work.
Yep, that is true.
Mhm.
100%.
They almost got me because I was like legit like I was like I could max out a credit card when the Final Fantasy cards came out. I was just like I'm not talking about I'm not like a rich man, right? So like me maxing out a credit card is like a very low number. But I was like I could do that and pay, and I really thought about it because like Final Fantasy VII is so influential to me in my youth and like the Final Fantasy series. Like I grew up with it, and it's just always around, and even like as I get older, like I go back and play. Anyway, it's very important to me, and so I was.
What about the Ninja
really,
Turtles?
I like that. Well, that's what I'm getting to, Matthew.
Oh, you're getting all right.
All
We've
things come
arrived
back
at
to
the
the
next
turtles.
Yeah, and so I didn't buy any of the Final Fantasy cards, and I was like, oh, I made it out, and then it was like right after that, it's all these turtle things, and then there's the new 4-player co-op game where you like all work together, and I'm like, that sounds real cool, right? But so yeah, that itch has been there again. Like you got that new Apple card, you just put it on the old Apple Card, right? And then I can make a short like that wonderful woman and be like, I thought it was just for my phone. I didn't know it was money. But like, I just I keep thinking about getting those turtle cards, and a couple of my buddies got them. And then like Travis Gibb, he's big on any comic guy, and he just went real hard on the Ninja Turtle. So it's just like I see all these people are getting these Magic the Gathering, and I'm just like, So yeah, I keep thinking about it. But one of the best ways to keep from maxing out a new credit card and buying a lot of cards is to quit your day job, which I also recently did. So we're not in a buy Magic the Gathering moment right now. But if you want to make some money quick, I got some dirty Mountain Dew I can sell you. Get you in the pyramid scheme. Tommy's a fellow doer. Have you gotten dirty yet, Tommy?
No. I'm old school. I'm just going to Diet Dew. Yeah.
Classic time.
Have you guys heard about dirty soda?
Get that zero out of here. But we do the Dirty Dew. I do have the Dirty Dew Zero in the fridge. That's what I need to do. After
have you heard of like the making sodas dirty? Have you heard about this whole thing that's kind of happening right now? People pouring milk into soda.
Oh,
yes.
The milk. Yeah. Okay. I do.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
This is the influence of Mormons, where they can't have alcohol, so they just mix random beverages together.
Sarah from the other room, I heard her go, Mormonism.
wasn't like Pepsi and milk a thing?
Yeah.
Maybe it's from a show.
Taco Bell's doing that right now. You can get taco cream in your. You can get any drink you want with some taco cream in it.
No,
I don't know I don't know where the cream comes from. I just know Taco Bell cream. I don't.
They milk little tacos.
They milk little tacos. I know I just said that we're about to announce Blake's Buzz is going to be working with Laguna Studios on intense crowdfunding projects, but I'm about to go be a full-time taco milker, and I'm not doing it. I just want you to know.
Salesman.
Everybody watching this, my people are used to it, but I just feel like the EX, like, who's gonna watch this? Like, you're gonna please put this on in your comic shop. They're gonna be like, who's this guy eating hot dogs? And then they're gonna be like, oh, do you have this comic he's talking about? They're gonna be like, no, that's on Kickstarter. No, you gotta go to Matt's website and buy it. You can't get the comic here.
Well, now we've got Taco Milker.
Yeah.
That we can make into a comic.
Yeah. The old taco milker.
I'm gonna look this up. I know I'm gonna regret it.
I don't know I can't remember what they call it.
Don't do that.
Because
you're gonna go down a rabbit trail.
When you DoorDash it, when you DoorDash Taco Bell, you have to like pick a drink, and you have to scroll through like a wild assortment of drink options. And I'm just looking for like Diet Mountain Dew, and then like sometimes I'll risk it all and I'll just go full sugar Baja Blast, because it's like, what's it gonna do? Kill me? Yes, it will. I'm diabetic, but it'll be worth it. But no, sometimes but I usually just get the fountain Diet Dew. But you gotta like scroll through all this stuff, and now when you scroll through it, it's like, do you want like Mountain Dew with cream? And I was like, no. Why? Why do I like give me an extra shot of caffeine? That might be cool. Give me like a little Mountain Dew with a little extra buzz in the guts. What'd you say, Tommy?
Mountain Dew espresso.
Oh, there we go. I'd go back
I could do that.
I go back to coffee, or like a red eye with like mixed with Mountain Dew. Make like a real red eye with like 2 shots of espresso, and then pour an ice cold Mountain Dew in it to cool it down and chug it.
And now,
God! Could you imagine just feeling alive?
All I can think now is like a Mountain Dew with like a little Sabrina Carpenter sticking out of it.
I would take anything with a little Sabrina Carpenter sticking out of it. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful woman.
Mountain Dew Baja Midnight Dirty Soda. You're right. Every single soda they have is you can get it dirty.
Gonna get dirty.
You can get it dirty.
No, this is less Christina Aguilera and more Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Kyle wrote the music in the chill music we were vibing to.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I wish I
Nice.
was talented.
I was just saying we should just have that playing for like 40 minutes while we just sit here and vibe to it.
No lie,
I
it
liked
is
it.
so annoying because we'll use like open source music for stuff, and then like 5 years later, Facebook will notify us someone's trying to claim your music from Taiwan. So we have to like fight every strike for like any Yahoo that wants to say, "Oh, that sounds like my music. I claim it."
Wow.
A buddy of mine who's an artist was doing like a live stream where he was doing art, and he was playing a band in the background, and YouTube like struck it and was like, "You can't use this." It was his band.
It was his own band.
Yeah, it was his own band.
I've used, so like I pay for Envato, right? And so like I've used subscription music that is licensed to users, like if you pay for it, and it's, I will, every now and then you'll get a copyright from like another country. So like I've had Germany, and it's like the Germans won't have audio in your comic book videos, and I'm like, okay, I'm so glad I pay for these services that I don't even know what they mean anymore. Nothing's anyone's. Does anybody knows? You don't own anything anymore. That's why we're going back to like old iPods and record players. Get off my lawn, kids.
But Blake, as long as you make sure to cut and paste the I do not give permission to Meta for using any of my images, that makes it so it's legally binding. They can't do it.
Yeah, that's totally. You know what I keep getting ads for? You know, I never get comic book ads, really. I don't get a lot of I'm getting blown out with like my AI girlfriend boyfriend ads.
Oh my!
And I'm like, I get it, okay? I get that I'm the fat guy eating hot dogs online, and I automatically go into the lonely category. I get it. I get that I don't have the best algorithm going for me, all right? But like the day that I have to talk to a fake person and fall in love, what if you fall in love? What happens then? We're all sick. We're all sycophants on the inside.
Now.
It is happening now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And one of the advertisements, this is what's funny, it was an AI woman talking, right? So the ad is AI people just to begin with. And she's like, my AI boyfriend and I, and my husband doesn't know anything. And it's like, and she's even talking about like, and it's okay because my husband's busy and doesn't really talk to me. But now I have this AI boyfriend to talk to. And I was like, this is why we can't have nice things. You know, right? This is what is happening, right? We didn't get like the sexy robots of the future that we thought we might get, right? Those cost as much as a house, and you have to get a Tesla with them or something weird. And then all you get is a weird AI girlfriend or boyfriend that you can emotionally cheat on your spouse with, like.
But these have existed for years. Japan and Korea have had like dating sims for a long time.
Yeah.
So like this is just the next level of that, which is weirder.
Yeah.
And,
anyway, I signed up for the website.
Blake, that's a good setup.
Environmentally devastating.
Right? Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I hate water. So like I'm currently in a throuple with 2 AI people. And I like to think that every steamy encounter we have puts a neighborhood out of bathwater. And that makes it hotter. I'm sorry. Like I feel powerful. I feel wanted. No, it's so stupid. And I'm overloaded with the ads for them. And I'm verbal about like, I don't like AI. I don't want AI around. Like I block AI accounts. I've literally tried to show people sometimes like why something is AI. Be like, look, I hate sharing this, but this is AI. You can hear it in their voice. You know, you can see, and now they're doing the new thing where they're lowering the resolution so you can't see like that the words aren't real words, and you can't see facial expressions anymore, which is also like a red flag. Cause like who in 2026 is using an iPhone from 1997? Okay. So like, you know, it's like we all have high definition cameras in our pockets at most times. So anyway, I try and educate people about that. So like, even when my phone does spy on me and hear me talk about AI, it knows I'm not like, man, I wish I had an AI girl. I just probably screwed it up just saying that, but you know, like, it's like, I don't. Anyway, I'm tired. I really don't want these ads anymore. And you know what? I don't want the ads anymore. And part of me is like, man, I wish I could do a free trial just to see, right? You know,
That's how they get you.
it's just like I've been on so many lame dates, right? I did the apps for a long time. I can't do it anymore. It messed with my self-esteem and it kind of broke me. And it was just like, you know, it would just be. But I also like I think that could really. I think a man or woman or whatever you identify with, I think anybody talking to a thing that is just like everything you say is a great idea and the best thing ever, I think that's dangerous, right? Like, I think anybody could be intoxicated by that, and that could very much like change how you react to real people. That like,
All right, let me give you a pitch, Blake.
okay.
Okay.
Spend all of your time hanging out in comic shops. I performed 2 weddings. I met my fiance on Free Comic Book Day in my shop. I'm just saying, man, like, comic shops are where you find your soulmate.
Well, I thought you were trying to get me to spend money.
Nope. No money.
Here's
Just
my
go hang
pitch,
out in
Blake.
your comic shop.
Shut your mouth, walk into a comic book shop, and support indie comics.
Nope.
How about
I'm
that?
just saying, man. That's where you find the people who
Yeah.
think like you think and who want to enjoy things that you enjoy.
Yeah. By the way, unknown, and I just recently found this out about magic cards, like the weird artist drops of them. Bob Ross magic cards, because I remember a while back I did also
layers.
Yeah, the secret layers. I almost bought the Junji Ito ones because I'm really into Junji Ito. And,
they're really cool.
They were real cool, and I was like, I don't even know what I would do. But then I like a lot of things, I went to the website and looked at the price, and I said, wow, those are cool, but not for Blake. Same thing happened recently.
I've only bought one.
Oh, really? What'd you get?
I got it was a coin flip. It was during the pandemic. It was like during lockdown. So we had gotten those checks. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna spend $100 on this. And it was Alexis Zirrit did the artwork for the coin flip.
Remember
It
those.
was super cool. I was like, I gotta get this.
He was selling the originals on his Instagram, and that was I was like, I wonder how much that is. No, I can't do that. I love his art.
There are 2 you should look for. Jim Woodrig did one, and oh my god, I just forgot her name. Huge cover artist. She does a lot of something skilling with children. Jenny Frizen did one a few years ago. Yeah, those are the 2 that I think.
For the turtle one, Stan Sakai did Usagi Yojimbo sticker drop.
Yes, it's awesome.
I didn't see those.
Yeah, they're really cool.
I keep looking at the new NECA turtle figures, the Stan Sakai branded, styled, the 4 turtles, and then the Usagi in the samurai armor. It is the coolest set of action figures I think I have ever seen in my life. Damn them. Damn you, NECA. You did that. You like waited till I quit my job. You were like, oh, he's going to love this. Like right after, like, look, these amazing things you can find at Target. Oh, man. I was like, they're doing all these new Power Ranger toys. Oh, it's terrible.
All right. Well,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, here's the upside, Blake. Stan Sakai is possibly the nicest man in comics. He is action figures? So gracious and so kind. Every time I've talked to him, it has been a wonderful experience. So any amount of money I can give that man.
Show and tell.
Nice.
Oh, it's signed and Sked Remar. Oh,
you win.
He came to Portland a couple years ago.
That's so cool. I tried to get that figure because that figure came out a few years ago, and I tried to get it, and it sold out very, very quickly.
I was very lucky. I think this is like, well, people still like Target, and I was in a Target. They had one, just one, and I was like, I'm getting that. I like slid down the aisle, you know.
Right. Yeah. Some number of years ago, he was the guest of honor at Baltimore Comic-Con. And Baltimore does a yearbook every year where whoever the guest of honor, they have a bunch of artists do versions of the character that they're famous for. And so, like, I went to Stan that year, and I was like, hey, would you sign this? And he was like, just sign it? And he drew a whole Usagi.
Oh, my word.
Yeah. That's a cool book. So they do it every year?
Yeah, every year. Every year, Baltimore does a yearbook. The two that I got that I was super hyped for was that one and the Terry Moore.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the Dave Peterson one.
Oh yeah, that one's really cool
you
too.
know who else
wow,
surprised
that's
me?
super cool.
Phil Hester sketches, like if you bring a hardcover to Phil Hester, he sketches a hardcover. Like I gave him the Gotham Year One or Gotham, I can't go whatever.
Yeah.
Him and Tom King.
There's a mouse guard one. What?
But he
Yeah.
did the he drew a Slam Bradley in it, and I gave it to him to sign.
Oh, that's
'Cause I was
cool.
I was like, hey Phil, Phil kind of know, like we kind of know each other and from Planet Comic Con, and so like I don't know, he recognizes me, which is crazy because like Phil Hester's an icon, but whatever, he's a good dude and I love him. Anyway, I handed him the book. I was like, hey man, will you sign this? And I was like, what are you? And I'm like watching him, and he's like, I'm noticing. And he's like, no, that's not a signature. And I was like, what are you doing? You're drawing in it? I was like, I can't. I was like, what? And he was like, no, you're good, dude. And I was like, what? And he told me he signed like all the hardcovers, and also he and Andy Parks did Green Arrows in my Absolute Green Arrow Kevin Smith deal.
Nice.
So I have
Terry
like-
Moore does the same. If you bring him a hardcover, he will sketch in it.
Nice. I have the Strangers in Paradise, the hardcover omnibus.
Yeah.
With the 3-volume hardcovers, like the 2
Yeah.
omnibus hardcovers, and then the cover guy. Like
Mhm.
that's like one of my prized possessions.
He drew in both of mine.
That's so sick.
Yeah, we had him out at our store some number of years ago, and he was just the chillest dude ever.
He's early Blake's Buzz days. He was like one of my bigger gets, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and he was doing a Kickstarter, and I hit him. I was like, hey man, I talk about Kickstarters online if you're doing. And so anyway, he ended up coming on the show, and it was so cool to talk to him. And he's so chill. He's just
Yeah.
like he's just
Yeah.
like a super chill, nice guy who draws the most wonderful noses.
And the
in
most
comic
beautiful
books.
women in comics.
Yeah, women in
hands
general,
down.
but every nose he does is absolute perfection, right? Like it's just, like I love how he draws like Roxanne, right? And I love her hip curves, and it's and it's just like the little details he gets, especially in like their face, and and so like he's so good at that. But yeah, and I talked to him about this live, and I was like these noses now. I was like, hey. But I just love it. They're all like these adorable little button noses, and even like on the men, like it's just like it's just one of these things, and it's just no matter what he draws on a page and how crazy it is and gorgeous it is, like I'll fall in love with it, and then I'll go look, and I'll be like, yep, every damn nose is perfect. It's just like I'm watching his nose everywhere. I'm weird, guys. I'm sorry.
He's one of the few creators where like if his next project is crayons on a paper bag for
You're buying
$50, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
Mhm.
No problem.
Yeah, he's
I'm going
he's a
down the
good
rabbit
guy.
hole in these books now. There's a Tick one,
Mm.
Archie.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Baltimore has the best yearbooks, man.
Yeah, they do.
And like I have a piece of original art from one of the auctions, but I don't know where it is right now. From some number of years ago, a friend of mine, a local artist, had a piece in there, and it did not go for as much as I thought it should. So I kept bidding it up, and then I won it.
Yeah, I'm trying to do Baltimore. I want to do Baltimore maybe next year.
I'd like to do all. That's one thing. My one regret. I was kind of, and I don't know, but like I really thought I was like, man, I might start getting like flown out to cons. Like I was like, am I gonna be like Ming Chen?
Can we all crash at Torma's house? Is the question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not? He's got arcade machines. Has he shown you his basement?
I've seen pictures. Yeah.
Oh my god, the treasure trove of that man's basement
Wow.
Yeah.
is insane. It's like a comic store. I mean, he has like straight up comic racks
Yeah.
with like a bunch of arcade machines. Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Oh, that's sick. He
Torma's
would.
one
He
of the
would-
coolest
he would
people
have
in the
an
industry.
arcade in
He
his
is.
basement. He's that guy. I feel like.
Yeah. Torma's
He's
awesome.
good people. I was really glad you introduced me to him. Like he was a really good guy. Also, I'll just shout him out. He's texted me a couple of times asking how I was with the recent life changes, and he also texted me. He was like, these people are hiring, and so like I was just like, oh, I was like, yeah, he barely knows me, and it's just, he's like checking up on me and sending me job studies. Like, so yeah, just such a very cool, like a real cool dude, but like
He's cool.
very
Yeah.
nice. And that's part of this community, that the Comics Pro community, that like this EXP community, this that big warm comic hug. Like that's what I love being a part of.
Early on,
Definitely.
when you guys were talking about want to go to Comics Pro, I immediately took a picture of the screen and sent it to Torma, and I was like, "Hey, Matt wants to go to Comics Pro," and he was like, "Yeah, maybe he should just sleep in my room." So
I mean, yeah, why not? I'm down. I want to go to Comics Pro. It seemed like it was a blast.
Dude,
it is for me as a comic retailer, it is the most important week of the year.
Absolutely.
And it's not even about like publishers are giving us information about stuff that's coming up. It's the networking with other retailers and, commiserating about problems that we all share.
Yep.
And like when there are huge industry problems, I get to sit in the room and watch people fix problems. And sometimes I get to be part of the solution.
Yep.
It is an incredible week for the industry. Anyway,
retailers are awesome. Like I've had a chance to know some really cool retailers in my time. Like I'm lucky to where like I've lived and stuff, and like Joe Field, I went to his store for a while. Eaton from Cape and Cal.
I love him.
That dude's awesome.
I got meeting him at Comics Pro was awesome, and I still
when I was going to college, I went to Leaf store, Mission Comics. Yeah. And then up here in Portland, man, we got Katie, we got Andy, we got Chris from over in Vancouver. I mean, it's just nothing but awesome people.
Someone said in the chat, Matt, that you're in one of the best locations for comic shops.
Oh yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah, it's true. I mean, and then as
the only guy talking in the chat.
Yeah,
I talk a lot.
It's like you throw a rock over here, you're gonna hit a comics professional. Yeah, like it's crazy. That's why we came here. So yeah, I mean it's really cool.
Hell yeah! Well, guys, we have gone over 2 hours, and I apologize again. That Blake Morgan tight hour, we're working on it, but we're really not working.
It's one of your trademarks, man.
You're like a Data Bros tight 60.
But it is getting late, and I know Jen's had dinner made and prepared for her.
Of course, we does them.
You guys saw me. I just scarfed 4 hot dogs on a live stream. I don't know, man. I thought it'd be funny. A guy in a hot dog hat eating a hot dog.
Hey, it worked.
It's a funny hat.
What you gotta do is you gotta get like a recipe. Every time make like a new kind of hot dog or whatever. This is like
Chicago dogs.
We didn't. I didn't have a lot of time because I didn't plan this a lot, and I like instead of putting like my Blake's Buzz assets on the EXP StreamYard, I was air frying hot dogs before the show. So, but yeah, maybe I'll do maybe I'll start the show with like a weird hot dog. Yeah. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is wrap up the show. It's impossible. It gets harder and harder every time. But it's the reason why it gets harder and harder is because all you people are so fun to talk to. All you people in the chat who leave these amazing comments, it's so fun to interact with you. Tommy, I love you. Jen, the stuff you do on your channel and for indie comics and for retailers, you're amazing. Matt, like I've said a million times, you're just a phenomenal illustrator and a storyteller. And I really, really encourage you. I was gonna I put it over there. I was gonna show the book again. But
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, you bust it out.
And if you want the QR code or whatever to get it, it's on my website. That's my. There it is.
Nice.
Bing.
Not gone yet. Issue 1. There's only 100 of them, hand numbered. you get a hand sketched card with it. It's very, very cool. I really encourage you to do it. And I scream this all the time to support indie comics, right? And you really can't get more indie than this. He is folding and stapling and printing these things himself. There is heart, blood, and soul in these pages, and so you really gotta check it out. And once you start diving into Matt and his artwork and his stories, I have a feeling you'll want to keep an eye on him, because always stoked to see what he may be doing next. Everybody who joined tonight and hung out on the chats, thank you so much. New viewers, I'm so excited to bring my weirdness to you on Wednesdays. This is it. We talk, we tell weird stories, and I try and find some cool comics to talk about. So yeah, and also if anybody's interested in what I'm doing, I don't have links to this, but if you follow me, you'll see stuff. We're doing late pledges for Sold to the Berserkers right now. It's a very spicy, not safe for work comic that has just absolutely gorgeous art, tons of cool stuff. You can find that on late pledges on Kickstarter right now. You just search for Sold to the Berserkers. And then also we are in a pre-launch for the Shaolin Nun, which is some killer, just like brutal, physical, and also touching, inspirational, like kung fu comics. And I'm gonna drop this and just let you know this is gonna launch next Tuesday on the 21st. Okay, and for our early bird special, it's what the campaign is for is the first arc, right? So it's issue 1 through 6, the first arc. You can get issues 1 through 6 for the first 24 hours, 6 issues on Kickstarter, $30 plus shipping. There are no cheaper comics on Kickstarter. We are only doing that for 24 hours. And if you are a digital person, you get all 6 issues digital for $15. So 15 and 30, that's our big early bird push. It's a great way to hop on a cool indie comic book series with a female protagonist with a lot of just feminine rage and agency, right? It's a cool book, and I'm very, very stoked to help bring that to Kickstarter. We're doing that with Laguna Studios. If you do miss the first 24 hours, our pricing and bundles are pretty competitive. Like, we got some real cool bundles and variant bundles. There's 6 issues of this thing. So basically what we want to do is just make it times are tough. Not everybody's got a Kickstarter comic budget anymore. Not everybody has a comic book budget anymore, right? Things are tough. A lot of people had bad tax news recently, right? And so that we just, we're trying to help. And a $30 6 comic package on Kickstarter is about the best we could do. We can't give them away, but it's close. So anyway, really encourage that. Check that out. You can find all that cool stuff on my socials. You can find me, Blake Morgan, Blake's Buzz, pretty much anywhere. If you see a bee and a hot dog, I'm probably close by. I forgot to have you guys, Jen, where do you have like website, mailing list, anything for people to follow?
Now just follow me here on the experience.
Okay. Tommy?
The shop I'm at now, we only have Instagram. It's Mulligan's TCG, but I want to let you all know that we're only 2.5 weeks from Free Comic Book Day. So
Man.
we I know we didn't talk about that at all tonight, but just putting it out there. 2.5 weeks.
That's
the most important day of the year.
Wow, it is. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yes.
Christmas pretends to be, but it's not.
Yes.
It's Free Comic Book Day. Matt, what about you? I got the link to your shop and the book in the show notes. Social media, Instagram, anything you want to shout out?
Matt Harding Art everywhere. Just you can find that on Instagram. You can find that on even Twitter. Even though I don't really do anything on Twitter anymore. You can find it on Blue Sky. And matthardingart.com is my website.
Hell yeah. Follow these wonderful people, especially if you follow, seek out Tommy, because Tommy's getting ready to launch his own deal, right? So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just going to talk about Free Comic Book Day. Don't follow me. I'm Tommy. Is that a good impression? It's terrible.
That was good. That was great. That was perfect. On YouTube, it's Mad Prophet Comics. I will eventually actually start my channel on every other social media platform. It's Tommy Mad Prophet. I've had the same handle for 30 years.
Hell yeah. He's a good nerd, folks. Follow him. Follow Miss Jen. Follow Matt. Follow me. Follow everybody. Follow your gut. Trust your heart. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thanks for coming on my show. People in the audience, thank you for listening. EXP, thank you for bringing me and my whole weird mess onto your network. I hope you don't regret it. I don't.
And we
I'm
want to thank
excited.
we
And
want to
thank
thank
you,
Dirty Mountain
Dirty
Dew.
Dew, our unofficial sponsor. Oh,
Order
$20.
made.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
All
All
right.
right,
yeah.
hit the video.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, do we
The
need to
bit-
watch it again? We can watch
Back
it.
one time.
No. This is a different video. I know what this video is about.
What video?
It's about 10 bins.
We watched that.
We watched the 10 bins.
Did we?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
played
did.
it while you were coming on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. All right, I missed it.
But that is a good reminder to snag the Ben 10 exclusive variant, which I'm sure if you're watching the EXP shows, you've heard them talk about it several times. It's a beautiful cover. The comic inside of it, with the preview pages and stuff I've seen, and Joe Kelly's script in it, like, come on, it's going to be a super amazing first issue. Get that exclusive, get the black and white, get the virgin copy, might even get a little remark somewhere sometime. That's what I would do if I were you and didn't quit my day job. Do that.
Dude,
either.
that black and white virgin cover desperately wants to be drawn on.
I know the top, it would be,
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
perfect.
It looks so good.
All right, everybody. Thanks again. Always remember, love more, hate less, read comics, love yourself, love your neighbors, unless your neighbors suck. You know, whatever. But try and love your neighbors. I will see you all next Wednesday. I'm so excited to be a part of this network. Thank you, everybody, and have a